Hello, my little nerds and nerdettes. Please join us for another episode of Dungeon Crawlers,
Dungeon Crawlers!
Dungeon crawlers.
where on a daily
Dungeon
basis I try to kill
crawlers.
off my entire team, but they just won't die. So, Kalen will just continually kill himself.
We're a bunch of stubborn bastards.
So, I apologize. We've kind of had a little bit of a hiatus. I was on vacation. We had issues with the stream, and then I had work stuff. A couple of the other guys had work stuff, so we kind of been off for the last 2 weeks. But we're back. So,
Look!
We back.
there's going to be a lot of corrections because even though I'm the DM and I've
Hey.
created this
There
entire
he
world,
is.
I've kind of forgotten a lot of the other stuff. And who just joined?
Diablo.
Oh, nice, cool.
Your
Not
boy.
bad at all.
Yo!
Yeah, boy. Where we left off, the party has made their way to. Oh, where my map just disappeared to? To McKill. You guys are in the process of trying the arena out. You have poked and prodded at the town to figure out the workings, how to get in with the Baron. One of your team members, Alyssa, had betrayed to a certain extent the party and was immediately put down because of it. The party moved on, discovering an individual that seemed to be following closely behind. This individual, Jaden, who immediately recognized an issue with one of the party members, explaining to the party member, Freya, that she seemed to have some kind of looming dark spirit attached to her bow. Over the cover of night, they snuck out into a field, exercised the bow, releasing Freya from some kind of eternal torment. The party made their
That
way
was
back.
one nasty customer.
Yes, it was. That almost went really bad.
What
Yeah,
a
it
fucking Karen. Isaac.
Isaac the Karen.
But you make your way back into town only to discover Jaden's lover coming back in the middle of the night, injured severely. With some luck, you were able to help her out, and information was given. You discovered there was multiple ways to get into the castle. Jaden also had a trick up his sleeve to see if he couldn't get in as well. But in the meantime, Freya and Morn had been invited into the castle. Unbeknownst to them, it was a trap.
Luckily, we sent Kaz instead.
The
Disguised as
party,
her.
the party decided to swap out. And luckily, somebody in the party is a little adept at disguising themselves, making their way into the castle with Morn, nicely dressed, very fitted, and good looking. The trap was set, Morn passing out due to poison or some kind of sedative. Kaz miraculously shaking off the effects. As you were then drilled for information, assuming that you were an elf. As Kaz talked her way out of the situation, you befriended the Baron, only to go from being on the receiving end of the stick to the buying end of the stick, being shown wares, given information about new wares coming in. You were shown the stock of his inventory, where you proceeded to buy 3 individuals. You were given the 3 individuals on a kind of like a loaning service for the time being. They were promised to be cleaned up to you and delivered at a later date. As you were leaving the basement cellar, like prison area, you did not know the other 3 party members, Andre, Jaden, and
Freya.
Freya, had
The real Freya.
the real Freya had actually managed to sneak in through an ethereal mirror trick Jaden was able to use that allowed you to basically cross through into the castle. With some lucky rolls and some good investigations, you were able to find a spot within the castle that did not lead you to an area where you would be immediately caught. You were able to sneak through the castle and find the dining area where you saw the conversation between Kaz and the Baron go down. As you entered into this area, you made your way around and found the stairs leading down to somewhere. With some lucky rolls, you were able to pick / break the lock, and you made your way down into the cellar area, noticing several cages set up in a semi half moon state, with several different types of elves that you've never seen before. Some with elongated ears and higher cheekbones and features. Some that seem to be more rugged and look like they belonged almost feral. You notice some that looked a little bit like Henri. You noticed some that were they were elven, but they were kind of a mixture between the ones with a longer ear, but a little less pronounced in their features. But you had not seen a lot of these before, and you had kind of wondered. In the corner of your vision, you did notice a door that seemed to have some kind of flickering light that poked its way out. You made your way towards the door, and with some lucky rolls again, you managed to break your way into this room. Oh, and actually, no, you guys used the silence spell, and you busted the door in.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
we silenced the alarm.
Made the
Yep,
little dome
yep.
of silence.
And you guys made your way into this room. And as you entered this room, this giant laboratory type tinkerer's room, you noticed vials and jars and bits and pieces of humanoid people's hands, fingers, eyes. And then at the far end of the room, you notice a giant mechanical creature hunched over, sitting, and these tubes that seem to run to it, with a giant red ruby affixed to the center of its chest, and several other tiny rubies that seem to be placed throughout the room. But you noticed these tubes running, and as you follow the tubes, it brings you to a central, help me out here, guys, like a tube, like the water tube, like a test
vat?
tube. Yeah, thank you, like a vat. And this vat-filled water, an individual is floating, attached to multiple tubes and wires. Henri immediately notices this individual to be none other than her daughter,
Hail.
fixated and just floating,
Good.
just lifeless in this vat of water. The room is low lit. You have entered, and you have begun to make your way around the room looking around. No, you guys had not entered. You guys had made your way to the doorway and about 5 steps in. Ooh, that is really loud. Why is that so loud? Ah! Ah!
Do you have
Hopefully it's
rhythm's
not loud on
volume
my
boosted?
end.
I guess
in case it
so.
matters.
Oh, baby, that damn near blew out my eardrums.
I keep mine at
Yikes.
25%.
I usually keep mine at about 10%, but that was at 60.
Cass
Whew.
is here. I didn't realize Cass made it.
Yeah, he snuck in.
Yeah, I
Just like
saw.
the
But
I
it's
saw.
sneaky.
I
bitch
saw
he
it
is.
in roll 20, but I didn't realize you made it into Discord. Excellent.
All right. So, as you make your way into the room, you able to see all of that, Mr. Jace, Mr. Mike? Perfect.
I have ESL, so you know.
Okay, sorry.
What now?
We gotta get you set up eventually, big guy.
Alright.
Alright, so. And I gotta fix this. Too many player screens. Alright, I'll put you guys along the bottom this time. Alright. So. Position yourselves in the room where you would like to be. Currently, the doorway that you guys came through is right about here-ish. Stream looks good, everybody?
That
yeah,
thing looks like
the sound, the quality.
the picture
okay.
you chose for that thing looks
Okay.
like War Machine plus the Hulkbuster with extra arms. Holy fuck.
So, you guys are
hold on.
in this corner.
Darby
go ahead.
O'Gill, would you report on the quality of the stream? Can you hear everything clearly? Is the picture coming through clearly? It's hard for me to know on my end. Can hardly hear. Oh no, that's all good. Picture's good. Excellent. Okay, proceed. Sorry.
All good. So, you guys enter the room every so often in this far side of the room here. What's going on here? Oh, I'm like trying to click on the Twitch, and the far side of the room, like over here, every so often, about every 20 seconds, you just like you see almost kind of like this like just flickers of electricity.
And intermittent, like, spark jumps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way towards the...
Does it look like anything in this room is aware that we're there?
Make a perception check.
Well, fine. Maybe I will. Oh man, hold on.
Honor,
Yeah, no.
you just walking straight in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making a perception roll. Give me a second. There we go.
So, as far as you can tell, nothing in the room is looking at you or focused on you. Like nothing is like just like following you or paying attention to you. There's nothing that seems to catch your gaze right away. Henri, as you walk closer to the vat is low lit with a like light blue essence behind it. And every so often you see her just kind of like twitch. And then she just starts floating again. And every time that she twitches, about every 30 seconds to a minute, you see kind of like a little spurt of blood run out the tubes of the back. And you watch as it kind of runs along the wall and then feeds into these stones or these devices that are two other larger vats that are filled all the way to the top with this red liquid. But it doesn't look like blood. It's swirling. And as it swirls, and you're kind of far away, but as you look at it, it's almost like a lava lamp. As you swirls, it's not like blobs, but it's swirling, and you notice like almost like coagulation within it, and this white essence that seems to be kind of like tornadoing with it.
What have they done to you?
I'm gonna walk up behind Henri.
Put my ass.
What's that? You broke up? Sorry.
Put my hand on the glass.
Okay. The the glass is it just seems really cold, but behind it seems warm, if that makes any sense.
I'm gonna say very softly to Henri. Is that her?
Henri turns around. Like, she can barely even speak.
It,
She just nods.
from what you can tell, and this is coming from an outside perspective, Freya, but as you walk up, it looks a little like Henri and Lachlan. Like, you know what I mean? Like when two people
Yeah.
mix, you can usually go, "Oh yeah, that's them."
Yeah.
But something's off, and you look closer, and she looks older, and she looks like her features are almost sunken in.
Mm.
And whereas when
Older
you
than a
look at
10-year-old girl should look.
yeah, and as you look at Henri is very fit and muscular. She looks almost like a scarecrow.
Okay.
Like very, very sunken, malnourished. Just very bad.
Okay.
I have the most horrified expression on my face.
Yeah, you know it's your daughter, but a part of you knows, like a part of you wants to say it's not your daughter.
I'm gonna grab Henri's
Because
hand.
it looks nothing like her.
I'm gonna grab Henri's hand and kind of squeeze it. We're gonna get her out. And I'm going to start looking for whatever is plugged into this container. You said there's like tubes and things like that running out of the back
Yep.
of it, right?
And you see the same thing that Henri saw, how the tubes kind of run along the backside here against this wall. And then you see how they come to these two, like, cylindrical tubes that kind of run up, and they're about 4 feet. 4 feet by, like, 1.5 2 feet wide. And it's just like this swirling mass of, like, red and almost like white glitter of sort. And it just seems to be, like, just swirling.
Okay, I'm gonna start looking for ways to disconnect the
Okay.
tubing from this container.
Okay, make
I'm
a...
just falling to my knees at this point.
Make a perception check. Okay. There's places where you could maybe unplug. You're very unfamiliar with this. This is out of your skill set and something that you've never seen before. Anything like this. This is so foreign and alien to you. It's just wild.
How thick does the glass look?
How what?
How thick does the glass look?
You're unsure. As far as you can tell, it literally, if you looked directly at it, it looks like it's like as thin as a paper.
Okay, I'm gonna look through my pack here. 1 second.
Ouch. Yes. So if you right click rhythm, Mike, the user volume, you can slide that all the way down.
Where's that at?
Like in the D&D channel. See rhythm there?
Yeah, right click on the actual where it says rhythm.
On roll 20.
No,
Discord.
in the Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, because that just happened to me. Mine was at like 60% and almost blew my eardrums out.
Where's brother Matt?
60% did that?
It was. I have good headphones. It's already cranked.
So
So-
do I.
It's the guy that's named Rhythm.
Oh.
And then
Okay,
you right click it, user
Oh,
volume,
there we
slide it all
go.
the way down.
I got her now. Thanks.
It's Rhythm of the Night is the
It
full
was so
name.
loud I couldn't hear you guys.
This is the
It's the rhythm of the night.
Oh,
Oh,
oh yeah.
Oh,
Missed you guys.
fucking
died.
I love you guys.
Oh no.
Alright, so,
Oh yeah.
okay. Bring it back in. Okay, so as you look, the tombs seem to run out, and they are attached to the vault. And as they attach, like the tubes that are attached to the vault, you see all of the smaller wires that are hooked up to her run down, and then they kind of, almost like an IT room, they come into a bundle. And as they come into a bundle, they go through the tubes. But where they're attached to the vault is almost like this metal iron like ring. You're unsure.
Bubbling.
It's so foreign that you're just unsure how it disconnects, connects, anything like that.
So this is really hard because I just want to be hasty. I do have a hammer in my pack. I don't remember how I acquired that.
It's probably part of
Part
your
of the
starting.
adventures- Oh, adventure gear. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like half tempted. I'm gonna roll a d4. All right, I'm taking the hammer out and I'm going to hit the glass.
Okay. You guys watch. Actually, make an attack roll.
With said hammer.
Mm-hmm. Just roll a d20. Roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
That's -1. Should I just roll strength then? Would that like be the same thing?
Yep. So roll a d20 and natural 20.
Oh.
You guys watch as Freya just clink, and it reverberates through the chamber. Cling,
Whoops.
cling, 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 cling.
Wait. Okay, I'm not gonna do a take backsies. Don't worry. I know that's not a
Yeah.
thing.
Yep, no.
I literally. Oh no, we were talking. I guess I would. Damn it. Okay, go ahead.
So it doesn't even leave a mark on the glass.
Come all this way. She's so close.
We're gonna
Still
get her-
beyond my reach.
We're gonna get her out, alright. We're gonna get her out. They got her in there somehow. We're gonna get her out.
They've done her. Monsters.
Create instantaneous or instantaneous chill warmth. That's not gonna work.
I put my ear up to the glass.
You just hear like the almost like a washing machine.
Just water swishing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Jaden. Do you have any tricks or any idea how we can get her out of there?
Nothing really that I can think of.
Dang. Alright, I'm gonna start investigating this capsule that she's in. Look for, like, how she would have gotten put in there. Like, is there a hatch on it? Or does the top look like it was soldered on somehow? Or, like, how does it... Can I identify how
So,
she would have
with the
gotten in.
previous perception rolls, you notice the top is like a hatch, and then there's some kind of wheel. And on the wheel, there's a lock. So, at that point, though, we're gonna pause because I'm not gonna do what I did the last time. Morn and Kaz, you are led to the bridge. At this point, you have been given your weapons, your anything that you handed to the guards before you entered into the building, and you have been led off of the bridge. You are on the far end of the bridge at this point.
Okay. And we don't know that they are in there.
No. Well, yeah, you do. Remember? Because
We
you
knew that
came.
they. Okay.
You were coming. You were coming up the stairs, and you remember how you ran into him?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I did not remember that. Um.
Didn't we see each other?
Mhm.
Yes.
I was like, oh, hey Freya, it's Freya.
And we saw the room, so we know where we need to go. We just don't know how to get there.
Morn was asleep during all of that and doesn't
Correct.
know anything of what's going on. Doesn't even know what you did. But I think Morn would probably guess that. Do you think we could? Do you think we could meet him back at the end? We got out of there pretty quick. We might be able to catch him before they even try and do something. They were gonna meet us in there once we got. What, we were supposed to stay the night or something. That information wasn't true. But they were gonna meet us once the night got darker.
Yeah, I just think if they find the room that I saw, I think they're gonna make themselves known. So my sense is that like we need to rejoin them. I just don't
Well,
know how to get
that's
in
why
there.
that's why we need to stop them before they go in. We already accomplished what we want to. You found Andre's daughter, right?
No, but I think I know where she is. If she's still here.
Well, then we can tell them where she is so they know where to go.
But they're already in there. Morn was out. Morn was with me when we saw them on the stairs, or was not. I can't
No.
remember because it's been like a.
No,
He
he
No,
was-
I
was.
was
Nope,
I was
he
asleep in
was-
the dining room that whole time.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so I'll let them know that we saw them. I saw them when we were leaving. So they're already in there.
Oh,
Everybody, I saw them sneaking past like ships in the night as I was leaving
Okay.
to
They
go
were-
get you.
and they were going toward where you thought that Andre's daughter was being held.
Yes. And if they go in there and they find her behind a door that I couldn't get behind, I think they're probably going to break it down some way and get her out.
Well, then how do we get back in?
I don't know.
We have to help them.
You kind of vaguely remember the couple of ideas they come up with.
So we talked about the mirror.
Yep. And then you had
I
talked
assumed
about.
Kaz would know where the mirror, like on our side, would be, right?
I don't think you guys discussed it.
Nope.
No, I don't,
You
think, I
didn't
don't
dis-
think we
you-
did
you
either.
didn't- Nope, you didn't discuss a place that you were putting it. You do remember that there was talk of the. Oops. There was talk of this. Where is? There was talk of here somewhere. There was some kind of secret entrance or something they might try. That's all you remember.
How
And
far
you guys-
away? How far away? Where we're at
Right
right
here.
now?
Right here.
How far? But is it from us, where
About
our current
20
location?
20 or 30 minutes.
No, to the location where we had dinner.
Yeah, you guys had dinner right here. And then
Right.
you guys were led back out here. So you guys are right here.
So how
This
far away from us here would it be to the inside of the castle?
10 minutes? 5 minutes, roughly? If you walked back through here, but you can't walk back in.
Well, right. I'm thinking of how far in could this cape get us?
Oh, 500 feet?
Mm-hmm.
It would get you.
It's about what? Football field is 300 feet, so it'd be about
I
two
would-
football fields worth.
I would say it would get you roughly past the first gate and probably into the main hall, like the entry hall.
Maybe close enough to where we could book it and get away from the guards at the gate. But like, we're definitely going to be seen if we do that.
And who's wearing the cape?
More.
I have the cape.
Okay.
You can take a person with you, right? You can take one person with you.
Mhm.
Right. Is there somewhere, some elevation, like the edge of a wall or maybe a lip of one of the buildings that we could use the cape to zap up there and then maybe hide and sneak around once we're up there? I think the big thing now is getting past back in the compound with our things, right?
Yep.
So maybe if there's something within range, like the top of a building or a balcony or something like that, that we could jet to, that might be a good idea. And then we can work on sneaking our way back into the actual building.
If we got down below, got somehow across the river up against the wall, I bet we'd be close enough that we could get to the hall.
Interesting.
And it's the middle of the night, right? So
Yeah.
so we could, I think if we found the right spot, we could get across I think we could get up pretty close to the wall without getting noticed if we picked the right spot.
Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. Let's start working our way down. Like when you leave the gate around the outside of the perimeter wall.
Okay.
And I guess we would probably know what portion of that wall would be closest to the building that we had dinner. Does that make sense?
Kind of, because
I mean, not exactly, but ish.
you were led almost to the center of the castle. So you
Well,
were led.
I more just meant that, or I think what he's saying is that like we've been around this building multiple times while we've been in McKill. I think we would. This is something I'm sure we would have paid attention to.
Yeah. So you're wanting to basically bamf in as close as you can get to, say, the dining hall.
Yeah, specifically that the tunnel down from the dining hall, ideally.
You wouldn't know where that is,
I was
though.
gonna say you have to know.
I
where
don't
it is.
need to know where it is. I need to be able to visualize it, or
But
you can
connected to the
describe
dining
by
hall.
stating distance. So what I could say is I can say 100 feet southeast of a spot that I do know.
Ooh.
Correct. But then what's to say you don't land inside of a wall?
Nothing. I'd have to
And
be
then you
accurate
take-
with how I
Exactly.
describe it.
And then you would take damage being ejected from said whatever. I'm just saying it's doable, but it depends on how, where, and what.
Yeah, I guess the location Morn would probably be describing is just far enough into that tunnel that it wouldn't be in range of seeing, or it wouldn't be in vision range of anybody in the dining hall. Not much past that. So maybe just like around the corner. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But also we need to get close enough first. So.
So close enough would most likely be here.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yep.
So you begin to walk your way to the area. You guys get yourself. Somebody leave.
Rhythm left.
Okay.
I paused rhythm.
You guys get to a location that you feel is safe, and you crouch down, and you get yourself ready. Are you jumping?
Yeah, I'll reach out my hand for Kaz.
Let's do it.
Bamf.
Roll a D100
Oh god.
because you're going through an anti-magic field.
Good, Driana.
I
Thanks for
don't
the follow.
I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jaden and Kaz, 'cause you guys got a little more experience than I do. Does the Cape of Montebank, does that pass you into, is that ethereal? Like the ethereal plane, or no?
It's straight
I
teleport.
think it's just straight translocation.
Let's see.
Because I did look it up a little bit, and it didn't give the greatest of details.
Yeah, I'm looking at the teleportation. It's the teleport spell essentially. And
Okay.
yeah, it's straight teleportation.
Okay.
You're in one spot and then you're in another.
Yep.
It says you arrive at exactly the spot desired.
Mhm.
You can be the place you see. It just says teleport. It didn't specify.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Yeah, I mean I definitely sat down that tunnel so I can visualize exactly where I want to go.
I don't think you saw down the tunnel.
No, all I'm trying to say is I saw the tunnel that I want. Like I saw the entrance to it. It's in the dining room, right?
Kind of, yeah.
So I can visualize what would like the spot I'm visualizing is just beyond my line of sight from the
Yes.
dining room.
So you rolled a 70. Okay. Okay. So you bamf in, and you are in a dark room.
Can I see where we are?
It looks to be a storage room, possibly.
I want to very carefully find a door and see if I can poke my head through it.
There's you kind of mull around in the room a little bit because it's pitch black, and as you do, you find the door, and you slowly turn the doorknob. Seems to be locked, and as you look a little bit, there's a latch, and you unlock it from the inside.
And I don't hear anything beyond the door, right?
No.
I'll open it like as little as I can to get an eyeball in there.
Okay.
And see if I
roll it-
recognize anything on the outside.
Roll a sleight of hand.
That go? 24.
20, oh yeah. So you slowly open the door, making no noise at all. About 70 feet to your right, you watch 2 guards walking away from you. And they look like they're going around the corner.
Okay.
I'll whisper it. Can you look like them?
If I got a closer look, I could. And their clothes. Do I recognize the hallway? Like, do I know if the direction that they're going is towards where the party would be, or not?
No, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't recognize this portion of the hallway because it all looks about the same as when you got led in. You think you recognize it.
Yeah. Are you thinking that we should try and do a Looney Tunes and jump them and take their clothes more?
You looking at someone who should be here would be probably a good idea. I can hide myself.
They were
Yeah.
going around the corner. Like at this point, they've gone out of sight.
It wouldn't necessarily need to be a guard. What about someone you saw while you were here? A cook or a servant or...
I wouldn't have their clothes. Let's try to quietly move around this corner, the opposite way they were going, and see if we can figure out where in the hall we are.
Good idea.
And if we run into these guards, maybe we can knock them out quickly and have that be plan B.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're just like watchmen and nothing too serious.
I'd kind of point for you to go first.
All right, I'll head out and see if I can sneak, the opposite way that I saw them going.
Roll stealth check.
Nice, solid average.
This is why we didn't sneak in, Kaz.
So, you exit the room, and you're going in the opposite direction the guards went?
Yeah, so I'll go like the way they were walking. I think like they were going this way and they came to a fork and they went this way, and I want to go that way, if that makes sense.
Think of it like an oval. And they went, like, your room is here. They went
Okay.
around like this, and they disappeared going around a corner.
Then, if it's curved like that, then I think I would go the way that they went so that I'm behind them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You begin to make your way down the hallway.
Can we perhaps hear the footsteps of the guards at all?
Not right now.
Yeah. Okay, so they're far enough ahead.
You're a pretty decent ways behind.
Okay.
You go about 40 feet, and you see a doorway open to your right.
I guess I'll look in it and see if it's familiar. It's already open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do have the Outlander feat, so if there is anything familiar, I will know the layout.
Okay. Yep.
Like,
Nothing
probably
familiar
this
as
isn't
of yet.
familiar. Yeah.
Jaden, can you link me your mirror spell thing again?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just curious.
Holy shit.
Yeah, baby.
Wall of text.
Let me get my glasses out.
Oh, you didn't like that song? That's one of my favorites.
I love that song. It just didn't fit.
What is that from?
Okay. Okay,
That's not-
so, yeah. It's kind of what I thought. So as you open the door and you peek in, it seems to be some kind of guest bedroom. And as you look at the guest bedroom, in the corner, you see a mirror, like a large mirror, almost like a standing mirror that somebody would look at themselves as they changed. And you don't think anything of it for a second. But as you go to turn and exit the room, you glance kind of out of the corner of your eye again, and the mirror kind of shimmers. And on the other side, you see like a night, like a sky.
I'll look at Morn, who I guess is kind of in the doorway, and I'll say, when we're done here, this is our exit. Let's make a note of how to get back here.
Yeah, I'll start keep track of every turn that we go down.
And then I guess we'll, assuming this is how they got in, I'll keep making my way around the kind of arched hallway.
Around town.
Yeah. See if I can find anything else that looks like, they might have left any, not tracks, but left behind any evidence that they went that way.
You don't see anything.
Don't see any mud off their boots.
No.
Bummer.
You do notice one of the doors to your left in the dining room is just cracked open slightly. To your left as you continue walking down the hallway.
I could get in that way. We know the way through there. But they'll see you.
Oh, you mean it's the door that goes into like the dining hall where we ate dinner?
Yep. As you kind of take a
Oh, I
peek, you notice the table, and you notice maids and whatnot cleaning the table off.
Okay, so I don't think we want to go in there, right?
Unless we had some sort of
do we? 'Cause
distraction.
the hallway that we're in is not the hallway that goes to the tunnel. That would be like on the other side of the dining room, right?
Yes.
So
technically-
so we're like kitty cornered. We're like opposite
You're
corner to this
completely
entrance.
opposite of
like,
the
so
of
we've gotta
where you guys were
cross
let in.
Yeah, we got to cross the dining room to get to the hall that we need to be in, or the area we need to be in.
Have we heard any sounds yet from below? Would you have heard anything going on?
From below? No.
Okay.
I just
Maybe a COMA there.
these are the moments where you're like, should have just done wizard. Should have just wizard. Just get the fucking invisibility spell, man.
Yeah,
Just need a
sorcerer
mini
doesn't-
arm.
Your sorcerers don't get invisibility?
They can get it, but he's got to find
I-
somebody that has a scroll
I
or
know.
somebody to teach him.
Yeah, I didn't choose it, so like we don't prepare spells each day. Like you pick when you level
Oh
up.
yeah.
So I don't, I don't have it.
You just have a
Do
spell.
you
from
see
your
how many
list.
people are in the dining room?
Okay. Yeah. How many people do we think are in there?
Roll a perception check.
I'll do it.
He said it so fast.
Oh.
I got it.
Never
Oh.
mind.
Nice.
More just
Well, he could do it with advantage if I help him, right? Because
I mean,
we're
it's-
looking together.
little late now.
True. That didn't help.
Morn just
As
goes,
you rub,
That's a Kaz roll right there.
Dude,
You're like,
yeah,
I'll
just
do
rub
it.
it off
and
on me.
Morn takes his fingers and like through the door and just begins to like look around.
I'm gonna do this just for fun. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Wasn't meant to be.
This isn't Morning Kaz's strong suit.
yeah.
We're good at some things and not others.
No, this was just not Kaz's strong suit. I don't know what happened
That's
to
true.
you though.
Yeah.
So as you both
I don't have dark vision. Maybe it's too dark.
as you both like open the door and like veer in, one of the maids turns from the table and goes, and then slides a couple more things on her plate and walks towards the kitchen.
Okay.
And you look like a maid.
I could look like that maid if I.
If you saw
Yeah.
her.
I mean, I'd have to steal her clothes again, but. Can I? I didn't want to do this. I want to take out. I don't know if Morin has ever seen this, but I want to reach into kind of my coat here and pull out a bat who is named Benny.
Okay.
Benny is
Episode
like
70.
Benny,
Benny's like
on the bats.
almost a perfectly round like fuzz bat, you know, like the ones with like the longer hair, the long
Yep.
ears. And I want to tell him to go into the dining room and cause a distraction. So I want him to like go on the table. You know, if you've ever seen a bat that's like in a room that he's not supposed to be in, they just kind of like flail their wings and like make a big commotion. I want him to do that on the table, get everyone's attention, and then fly off into one of the other somewhere else, so that the people in the room are distracted. Go try to get rid of this thing, and we can sneak by them and get across the room into the hall.
Okay. So,
I don't know how I mean, I can tell him to do this. I don't know like what to roll to see how effective that is.
roll a performance check with the stats of your bat.
Okay.
Because you're just having it flail. So you just like huck it
Flop
into
around.
the room. You just huck it into the room, and it immediately
Break
smokes
some
the
coffee
table.
dishes.
The
Yep,
bat's
fly
a,
off.
the bat's a beast, right? I'm gonna cast Beast Sense. I have it
I
at
mean,
will.
It's yeah, I kind of, because it's Fey. So
Cast it at will for my Spino Totem Barbarian.
yep.
And so then I can see and hear what the bat sees and hears.
Okay.
You're gonna
So
hear a
as
lot
you're
of
watching,
screeching and
the bat
crashing.
all of a sudden, it doesn't see anything. But you sense the room. And you just sense shit everywhere, and bright light, and hurting, and all of a sudden crashing, and then flailing, and Kaz, you're watching all of this, and they are just smoking the table, throwing things at it. The guards are running at it, like trying to capture it within the like what they would bring a turkey out on, and they're just trying to hold and capture. And there's
I don't know if
there's
you
a
guys have ever
commotion.
done this. It is so hard to catch a bat.
Yeah,
They
oh
move
yeah.
so
Flail.
like erratically.
Yeah, they're so.
The only
weird.
time I've caught one is I was able to. There's one in our basement. I was able to throw a big blanket over it,
Oh yeah,
pinning
that's a
it
good
to the
idea.
ground, rolled it up, and brought it outside.
Because they're not
That
like
was-
they're not like birds. They're very unpredictable in their movement.
Well, because
Yeah.
they don't fly like birds. Birds can, when they flap their wings, they turn their primary feathers so that they have less air resistance on the updraft,
I mean,
and that allows them to flap like straight up and down. But bats have to do like almost kind of a figure eight because their wings are just skin membranes, so they can't do that.
I've caught
That's
a
why
bat,
they
but
move
I
so
didn't catch it.
erratically.
I just took a like a
It's part of it.
like a broom and just baseball swung.
Marked it.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt it.
Oh, I didn't care. But it smokes the table and is just like knocking shit over, flailing about. People are they're like throwing things at it, trying to capture it, and there's a big commotion in the dining room right now.
So as that's happening, I'll say to Moore, this is our chance to make a break.
Yep.
And I'll try to quickly but sneakily cross the room.
Oh, you're gonna cross the room from like where you guys came in?
Yeah. We
Okay.
may go around towards the kitchen and then make a stop and
So the
as fast
kitchen's
and-
to your left. The kitchen's to your left when you enter that room, like the dining room. It's to your left and farther away from where you came in. Straight across the way is where you were led through the doors, and when you go in, immediately to your right is the door that you were led through to go downstairs.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to go across the whole way. I just need to kind of go in and the door closer to the right of me a little bit.
Correct. It's about 40 feet from you.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll just peek in real quick while they're distracted, make our way down there.
I
Hopefully
will
we'll
not be in Morn's form. I think they would recognize that. Before I enter the room, I will transform into a little lizard that
Okay.
can keep up with Kaz.
Okay. Like the little like the not rescue rangers, but the rescuers down under. The guy that has like
Oh,
the Benny, the like the
Lenny. I don't remember what his name was actually.
yeah, I know, right?
Elevator.
And you stand up on your like legs, and you're just like running, like that lizard that runs on its two legs, the hind legs.
They're
Sure,
Australian. The spiders that
Yeah, I
run on their
know.
hind legs.
But you keep up with Kaz as you guys enter the room and quickly make your way to the right. As you make your way to the right and you go Frank. As you go through the door, it leads you back out into the hallway that you guys could have just gone around the corner.
This was a lot more fun. And we got to watch them trying to catch a bat.
Is Benny dead, or can he? He probably can't come back to me because they would see him go in the door that I'm in.
About 3 seconds into this whole ordeal, you guys running to the door, he just gets poofed.
He's gone.
One of the guards just like hammers down on it.
Oh,
Sorry,
rip,
bud.
Rip, Benny.
First appearance and first death.
I imagine that just after he dies is when you notice we could have just walked around the tunnel too.
Yeah.
Realizing his death was just totally in vain.
Fuck.
You guys get back out into the hallway though. The two guards that were in front of you have gone down the hallway and then gone into the room that you guys were through another set of doors. So they're in the dining room as well.
Yep.
But as you guys go through the doors and back into the hallway, straight ahead of you is the door. The door is open. The lock looks fucked beyond repair. Pretty mashed and very recognizable when you get close enough to look at it. But the door is partially open.
I think that means that they've come this way. And we should maybe hurry.
I'll transform back out of my lizard form.
Okay.
Once I see that there's
Grabbed you and walked with you. A lizard is fast though. You could, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just a
he's-
lizard, so I could easily keep up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hauling.
So
what
I don't want to try to make a ton of noise, but I want to like hurriedly get down there.
Okay. So you guys head down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the other group. You guys are in the room. What are you doing?
I can't look away. Just on my knees.
I think I was, you had just told me there's a hatch with a lock on it?
On the very top, it's almost like the top of a submarine.
Okay. Also in my pack is a crowbar.
'Kay.
I want to see if I can break the lock with that.
Okay.
Like wedge it in and just like
Okay.
use
So
the
are you
wedge.
trying to break the lock or are you trying to like
Pry
wedge
it.
the lock?
Yeah, like with leverage.
Make a general strength check.
Hey, that's not
'Kay.
bad for -1.
No? Not bad at all. You get up there and just, and you kind of hear the metal just start to creak. Just, no give. But as you're making this noise, you hear scuffling from a far side of the room. And you hear a low voice whisper out, maybe?
Help! Help me! Who's out there? Hello?
I know you said I heard that.
Mhm.
Hello?
If I hear it, I don't move.
Anyone out there?
Respond to it
Please.
in any way.
I'm gonna turn and look in the direction the voice is coming from.
Okay. With your dark vision, in the far side of the corner, you see a small cage with a little makeshift bed tucked into the corner, and you see a shadow of something moving and kind of like moving along the bars.
Um. Dang. I will abandon the lock for a moment and go over to the cage that the voice is coming from.
As you get closer, you notice a human male locked in this cage that seems to have kind of like rags on himself. And he's kind of got some marks on his arm.
Were you the one asking for help?
Please, please. You gotta let me out of here. I've been trapped down here for I don't know how long.
And on the top of the cage, you see a set of numbers. Code D003.
That's written on there?
Mhm.
Do I see somewhere where a code can be put in?
No, I mean, it looks like it's a labeling. So remember how Henri's daughter was experiment blah 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 blah? This seems to be another set of numberings, some kind of labeling.
Oh, okay. Do I see like a lock or something that's keeping the cage closed?
You see a padlock.
I'm gonna take the crowbar that I still have in my hand, and try and jam that, or use leverage to break that open.
Okay. Make a strength check.
These are gonna wear thin on me here. One of these times is not gonna be well.
Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Lock breaks.
Sweet. I'll open the door.
Okay. As
I
the
bugged out
individual,
running.
as the individual walks out, do you want to describe yourself as you kind of make your way into the low light?
I am a kind of a strangling looking male human. Can definitely tell I've been down here for a very long time. Very weak. Obviously no weapons or anything like that because I'm in rags. But you can definitely see legit fear in my eyes.
Well, you're free. You're free to go. I don't know how safe it is, but
We are not
You're-
free. We got to get out of here. This is not safe.
no, I mean we can't go until we get her out, and I'm gonna point at the vat that I was trying to get the lock free on. Do you happen to know a way that we can get her out?
I do not. They don't tell us anything down here. It's always dark.
Have you
But
maybe
I
seen
know that
or
this is not a safe space.
have you maybe seen or heard anything that might lead you to believe there's a way to get her out?
I know that there's a latch on top. I don't know if that's gonna budge or not.
At that time, you hear chuckling from somewhere else in the room. Jason, who let you out of your cage?
No
You
one.
know I'm not done. The rest of you, what are you doing down here?
Do I see where that voice is coming from?
You don't see anything.
Plead with them again to. We have to leave. You have to save yourselves. You have to get out of here.
Oh, you're not going anywhere, Jason. And neither are. Oh. An elf and a moon elf. Now that is rare.
This would.
Wait, do we hear this voice?
Yeah?
Okay, but we don't see it? Where it's coming from?
You don't see it, you just
Ugh.
hear it.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll get up at this point.
The voice seems to be everywhere.
So you can't like figure it out using directional sound. It's like omnidirectional.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when you're like, okay, it's here, and you turn, and you're like, no, it's over here, and you're like trying to pinpoint, but it just seems to be like moving, and
Like there's
it's
surround
weird.
sound. Surround sound speakers, and it's coming
Kind
out
of.
of different spots.
He's got
Great.
that he's got the binaural audio.
Right?
Now you see, I definitely cannot let you two go because I have a new buyer. And she might be very interested in you. But I'm not so much interested in that one. But that moon elf in front of the vat. Oh, you could replace that one that I've been using. She's held out for so long. Do you want to take that spot?
No. I think I'd like to take your head.
Hmm.
After I tear every single limb from your body. And it won't
Jason,
for a second equal the pain you deserve to feel. The pain you've caused me. From taking my child.
oh,
Rest assured. You
even
will
better. It's your child, meaning the blood flows strong. Oh, now that intrigues me. I
Well
could
then, why
use
don't you
if
come
you're-
down here and get a taste? I'd
Oh, I
love to
plan on
meet
it.
you.
But I do think. Oh, 1 second. And at that point, Morn and Kaz, you guys have made your way to the bottom of the stairs and into that semicircle room with the cages. And at the far left, you see the door is open. It's slightly opened.
The one that was locked when I was in there before.
Correct. And you notice like the flickering lights. Just low lit, but flickering.
Yeah.
And you hear voices.
Do we hear the voice that's talking to them from this room?
Not yet, because you guys are. You
At
kind
least
of
not
heard.
to hear and understand it, anyway.
You kind of hear Andre talking, but it's not. It's very faint.
Yeah.
And she sounds upset.
Cool.
If I can hear Andre talking, I'd make my way toward the door, right behind
Yeah.
you guys.
Ah, good evening, guests. Point of clarity, Kaz, have you flip-flopped your form?
I did not.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, and who is this? Wait a second. You are the same people.
The guard told me that there was trouble here. I came to check on my investment.
One moment. And Morn, as you walk through the door, a gate slams up behind you and locks itself into place where the door once was.
Can you ping where the door is on this map?
Now, we can have a conversation. But let me get more comfortable. And you can hear movement. And all of a sudden, and you watch as like the two vats begin to illuminate a bright red, and the crystal on the front of the machine begins to slightly glow. Oh, a conversation we will have. But give me a second. This takes just a second to warm up. And then I can have a bunch of new toys.
Draw my great axe.
Turn around to the group and they see true fear in my eyes. And all I can say is run.
We don't know how
It's
to
too
run.
late, Jason. They're all going to belong in my collection. And
You fucking wish. You mad
at
cunt.
that moment that you say mad cunt, the head of this metal thing looks up. You see, I control this. And now you will stay. And it stands up 10, 11, 12 feet. One set of arms folds out, and a secondary set of arms folds out from underneath as this giant red, like ruby, begins to violently glow red, and these two eyes light up on the front of this machine. And all of the tubes on its back disconnects and falls off. A splash of red hits the floor. It takes one step forward, 2 steps forward. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh.
With pleasure.
Roll a what?
Initiative.
Woohoo, Frosty. Frosty's
Oh,
ready
let's
to
go.
fight.
I would have already drawn my sword, the big one, and lit it up.
Got it.
Steal me.
We have a song request. Actually, Henri, do you want me to play it now? Yeah?
Yeah, go for it. That doesn't sound like it.
To
No,
clear
hold
it.
on. Yep, 1 second.
I don't know why am I. Can you guys see my rolls? I don't think so.
None of them.
My like D&D Beyond hasn't really been working today.
I rolled an 8. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
It's all good.
No fury
And-
of
oh,
Mama Bear.
Another thing, Mike, if you want to just roll dice at home, I fully trust you guys. Like, you're only cheating yourself, you know what I mean? So
That's
if
what
you
I'm
wanna
gonna be
just-
doing too.
Yeah, if you want to roll your own dice, rock on. I got total faith in you guys. So it is.
repent here.
The Doom soundtrack.
Really quick, Mike, if possible, because you're super quiet and I have you
Yeah.
completely, I have you at 200%. Could you go into your Discord setting?
Yep.
And then into voice and video, and then see if you can just jump your output volume up a little bit.
Is that in my settings?
Yeah, if you go to settings, and then it'll say voice
Oh.
and video. Once you click voice and video, you'll see a couple sliders on the top of that menu.
Yep.
Slide your output volume to the right to increase it.
How's that?
That's better.
Better.
Can you do more?
I'm at maxed right now.
Okay, it is
Yeah.
a lot better though. So that's
Okay.
good. That's awesome. Thank you.
Just scream into your mic.
No, you're a lot louder. That's better.
Definitely.
Singe, could we clearly make out that that was the Baron's voice?
Oh yeah, it was his.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's see here.
Let me know when you're ready
Andre.
for me to resume the music.
Jade. What did you roll, Jason?
An 8.
8? Okay. So Henri, Jade. What's your dexterity, Freya?
My dexterity is 16.
You go first.
Ooh.
The Royal Incinerator goes forth.
The Royal Incinerator. Ginge, I have really bad news for you. But the fact
So-
that you made this machine, I'm really sorry for like this meta super big brain thing I'm gonna do, and it's gonna die immediately. But I am sorry.
Cool. Rock on. If
It's just- it's
you
gonna
if
ha-
you
it's
have a
gonna
way
happen.
if you have a way around, let's rock on.
It's gonna drop in one round. As
Got
soon
it.
as it's my turn.
'Kay.
So sorry.
Let's see, Andre, Freya. So
I'm full of shit.
Horn.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. It's fine though.
I want to rip this fucking thing's arm off and bash its head in with it.
Do it.
We'll find out, won't we?
Do it.
Jason, and last but not least, Kaz.
Woo!
Woo, cats.
Since we're
Like
doing
this.
since we're doing Doom, we should do it to where like if we rip a limb off, we get to regain some HP. You get temp HP
Aw,
if you remove a
nice.
limb.
Yeah.
Glory girl.
You know what I envision with the last but not least Kaz? I envision like every time you go through a person, you know, the whole crowd like cheers, and then less people cheer as you go down the line, and it gets to Kaz, and there's like one person's like, woo. Go clap
And
All
that
right.
guy.
with that guy. Ready?
Are you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. Andre, you're up first.
All right. First off,
Oh shoot, I forgot to put a. Well, he can work on it while we're doing it. I'm going to add a character for. Jason.
cast that on myself. I don't know why I did it twice.
Are you adding something, Michael? I was gonna
What?
throw a combat playlist in there if you're not.
Yeah, I can put some stuff on.
Okay.
I'm a bear's angry. Time to fuck shit up.
Alright, there you go. Jason, you have a thing over there for like a token if you want to put it on the board. I think.
Where
Oh, I guess I would have been.
I do not see one.
So, first I'll,
So hold on. Where are you standing?
Alright.
So you're about right there?
I think
'Kay,
I
and
was
you-
just assuming where the cage is somewhere in the bottom right. Corner.
Okay, so you go to cast Shield of Faith, nothing happens.
No matter.
And as you whisper the words for your sword to light up, it does nothing.
That's a bit worrying.
That is very worrying.
Nah. It's fine. This is fine.
Let's
We're
see what
fine.
happens when steel meets steel.
'Kay.
Going in, bitch. Go fuck your one. Fuck
God,
you
I
up.
just wish Andre had a chainsaw right now.
Right?
BFG.
Just gonna fucking wail on this bitch.
Okay.
That probably don't hit.
So you do 2 attacks.
Yeah, I have a third from Dread Ambusher though.
Okay. So that's a miss and a miss.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. I don't think I'm gonna use my feet for this then.
And that was also a
sake.
miss. So as Henri goes in and just just starts swinging, it hits and the machine doesn't even move. It just glances down at Henri. And now that you're up close and personal, Henri, you now notice where there's 3 arms and there's these giant like fists. The bottommost left fist isn't a fist. It's a jagged sword that comes to a point, and at the point, it juts out almost into a fish hook on both sides. And as you look up at the face, where that red gem is, it seems to glow and emanate like a red aura in the way that where it's looking. Oh, there you go.
Noted.
So whenever you get a chance, you can put a portrait in there, and that's your
Yeah.
guy right here. So you were kind of down here where Freya had let you out. So, is that your turn, Henri?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. I already did my bonus action and all my actions.
Jaden.
Just staring this bitch down.
Yeah, I'll move up and I'll try and give it 3 hits.
Okay, are you just going straight in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
The
happened?
chainsaw already.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
So did you dive before you went in, or you dive when
I've
you
been
got
this
there?
whole time that we've been here.
Oh yeah, duh, I forgot about that, because it's like a 10-hour thing or some shit like that.
Yeah,
So that is a miss, hit, miss.
okay. And I'm definitely gonna throw, where is it? A Spirit Flash on that. It's basically just like my own little Divine Smite type deal.
Rock on, dude.
And that's gonna be doubled because it's a crit.
Yeah?
And we'll do...
Badass.
Fuck it, we'll do 6. So...
So, just a point of clarity, just so you know,
Yeah.
I'll let you change this, but as you go in front of this beast to do your attack, as you go to cast Spirit Flash, it does nothing.
Okay.
There seems to be something in the front of it where it's looking that seems to cancel out magic.
This is a spiritual art. This isn't magic. I have other things listed where it specifically defines a spell.
I
like
just wanted to let you know. So
Yeah.
anything magical, it seems to be canceling it out. So there you go.
Yeah, I have ones where it specifically says you duplicate the effects of a spell.
Oh nope. I see it there now. Spiritual energy. All right.
Yeah. All right. So let me roll this out here. There's the normal damage for the attack, and then I was throwing on. Each one is.
I'm digging the song though.
Yeah, it'd be 88.
Nice.
Damn.
So it's the 11 plus 5 plus 37.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just hit him with the like spirit dragon equivalent of a falcon punch.
Falcon punch.
Ugh.
Nice. 53 points. Get it, Jaden.
I'm trying. And yeah, that'll be all.
Yeah. Good hit. Good hit. As Jaden rushes, you see as Jaden doesn't almost run, almost like he gets like these miniature spiritual wings kick out and just thrusts him forward, and he takes off. And as he does, the first fist comes up and tries to hit low, but he scrapes across the iron. But as he does, he's almost midair. The wings kick, and he does a fast rotation. As he does, he gets a buildup, and the fist glows for a second, and he comes back around and strikes into the midsection. As you watch as a portion of the metal dents just a tish, and it takes like one half step back. But as he comes down to do that third attack, it catches his fist midair and just shoves him back. Is that your turn, Jaden?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Freya.
All right. So I imagine, yeah, because they're doing like melee attacks. So I imagine they're within 10 feet of it, right? Kind of a dumb
Oh
question.
yeah, they're right up on it.
Damn it. Okay, so I'll do plan B.
I thought you had an instant kill move.
I told you I was bullshitting.
I know.
Trying to make you sweat. You're always trying to make us sweat. Okay, so you said it looks like when something comes towards it in the front, there's something blocking it? Or does it appear that something all the way around it is protecting it from magic?
From what? Roll a perception check.
Is this gonna count as an action?
No. I just wanted to see if you noticed.
Alright.
You're not sure.
So
Something from
There
the
might be something in here with us.
there might be a
something-
creature attacking us
something-
right now.
Something canceled out as Henri cast magic, and as she went to strike with her sword, the sword did not seem like its normal self, and her spell just fizzled, like it almost failed to activate. And you're not sure if it's all the way around, if it's in front of it, if you're not sure. You'll have to find out.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
more
kidding.
perception rolls.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's like you guys' fourth nat one.
Yeah.
That's the real bad.
So given that I'm not sure because my perception is poor,
Oh, yeah,
at
Andre,
this
I'm
point
digging
I'm
this.
not even sure if we're fighting something apparently.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and Dread Ambusher, which if I recall is a 1 extra D8 to an attack that lands.
You also get an
but-
extra attack on
Extra
top of your
attack.
normal attack.
And I'm going back and forth with this, but I think I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat and take a -5 penalty to attack to add 10 damage to my attack.
Get it. Get it.
So
Hit.
Ah,
each
damn.
Of each of those is -5. So does a 20 hit, or actually does a 19 hit?
19.
No, hit, miss, hit.
So 19 does not hit.
Yeah.
The last one just hits.
Okay, okay.
And the second one just misses.
Okay, so then each of these gets extra plus damage plus dread ambusher. Hold on.
Yep.
So 16 plus, what was it, 1d8, Henri?
For one of them, yeah.
Okay.
20.
And then an additional 15. So I got, do I want to do this? Okay, so I did 35 damage so far, right? Because I did 6 plus 4 plus 10, 5 plus 10. I think I want to use... Before I actually do anything else, I'm shooting it and hitting it. Does it look like that affects it in any way, shape, or form before I do anything else?
Seems to affect it. Also, roll 2 more d8 as the bow seems to glow for some reason. And as you look up, the lodestone that is attached to this being that seems to be attached in the same room seems to lightly glow as well.
Ooh. Okay, well I only did 3 extra damage. That's pretty sad.
It is what it is. It's damage.
Not 0,
Yeah.
but it is close.
I'm looking. Hold on.
But yeah, never mind. So how many points
Hold
of
on,
damage
hold
have you done so far?
Hold on. So I've done 35. 1 second. I'm looking for...
So 35, 36, 37, 38 with the 1 and 2?
Yes. Okay, 38, and then I think I'm going... Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna hit it 2 more times. Also, once again, using my feet. I'm not familiar with the feat. Can I just keep attacking in long range?
I think you can
Doesn't
apply it to any attack
can apply it to-
Okay,
yep.
okay,
You do,
okay.
yeah.
You just-
Excellent!
Because that's the give and get of it. Is you're sacrificing your 2 hit for the extra damage. So
Yeah.
you risk that.
Okay. Yeah, it
Yep.
doesn't. It just says I just have to announce it basically before I attack.
Yep, so
Yeah.
right now you got 38 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm going to take a -5 penalty and shoot it twice more.
Okay.
Shit.
Miss and a miss.
Okay.
So Freya takes out her arrows and just 3 in a row, Legolas style, fires 3. 2 connect into almost these joints as the third ricochets off of the shoulder. She takes 2 more and notches them 1 at a time, firing each in unison. But the monster mech thing just raises the arm and deflects as they just ping off.
Okay. And yeah, that was my bonus action because I action surged. So I am going to stay where I am and end my turn there.
Okay. That brings us to the Royal Incinerator.
Oh wait, that doesn't use my bonus action. What was I oh.
Sharpshooter doesn't.
Okay. No, I was saying action surge, but then I think I was reading.
No, I
reading
think that's
second
just something
wind
you can
or
do.
something. Yeah, never mind. I was reading second wind with the bonus action. Do I even have anything I can do? Bonus action?
We always guess Hunter's Mark or something.
It would have been beneficial to do it first.
At the start, yeah.
I can Zephyr Strike.
Because all you got left is a bonus action.
Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on what? No, because I can't make you want attacks. Well, it says once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage. So.
Yeah, as long as you don't lose concentration on it, or it is otherwise dispelled.
I'm gonna wait then, because I would hate to use it and have to wait and then take damage or
Yeah.
something. And okay, I'm
Usually
just
at the
my turn.
start of the next one, and then you can do advantage for a sharpshooter, right?
Yep, exactly. So I'm done. Sorry, go ahead.
All good. So at the start of his turn, be cleansed in the flames of the Empire. And as he says this, the body almost like chink and unlocks itself as you see his vents appear along the body. And the body begins to glow. And as it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, Henri and Jaden, as you stand there, all of a sudden, whoa, the heat becomes unbearable as his body begins to light on fire. As it just begins to lick flames and the metal begins to go almost a solid white. As he is going to take, since he incinerated, he is going to do, since the first person to hit him was Henri.
I didn't hit him.
You swung at him.
I swung at
Actually,
him.
no, well,
But I didn't do any damage.
yeah, never mind. He's gonna go for Jaden.
Yeah,
He
Jaden fucked
turns
him up.
and looks towards Jaden, and as he does, the long arm with almost the fish hook takes it back and it begins to turn. And as it turns, he grabs and jabs towards Jaden. So that is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is okay, so that is 16 points of piercing damage. Nine points of fire damage. And make a strength saving throw.
Okay. I have an advantage on these.
Yep. Just saved.
Just saved.
So as the
saved?
blade, yeah,
Dang.
as the blade
Jesus
twirls
Christ.
and strikes out towards Jaden, it glances off the front of the chest and like just rakes. It almost doesn't even hit, but the close proximity with the small slash that it makes as it runs across your chest just lights you on fire for a split second, and you have to patch yourself out. But as he retracts the blade, he tries to drag it across the inside of your stomach and hook you. And at the last second, as it catches a part of the armor, you manage to kind of turn as it unhooks and pulls back.
Alright.
And he is going to shift his gaze this way. Come on. Nope. There we go. So now he's facing kind of like in this direction. Okay. That's his turn.
Wait, how do we know which way he's fit? Like this? Oh, sorry. Hold on.
If you ask me, I'll tell you where the
This corner is like the way he would be looking here.
Yeah.
His body would be turned. Okay.
yeah. It's kind of
Roughly.
hard to make a square.
Yeah.
And so I love Roll20 and I like playing with you guys, but I hate that I can't like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be his turn.
That means it's Morn, right?
Yes. Sorry, that would be Morn.
Yeah. I will move. Yeah. Okay. He's 50 feet away. I'm gonna move 40 feet. It's my movement. I'm gonna look back at Kaz, point at this thing, and be like, "This one."
Hit it.
And like as you say that, I'll smile, nod. As a bonus action, enter my rage, and as part of my rage, I can move up to half my speed, so that will get me the rest of the way there. I'll reckless attack, and I rolled beforehand. I actually did crit on my first attack, for 20 damage, and then my second attack was a 22 to hit.
So your first one was what to hit? A natural.
I crit on the first one. Yeah.
Okay. For a total of
20. Let's see what kind of damage it is. It's 20 magical.
No, I know, but like to.
What was your to hit
What was
roll?
your hit?
Like
to-
what?
Oh, with the
Was it-
crit?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a natural 20, but what did it
29.
come out to?
Okay, yeah, that hits, and then the second one was
22.
that hit. Okay.
So the first damage was 20, and then the second was 18.
Okay. So whatever you do, what kind of? I think it's like a +1, correct?
Yes.
So then, the second one, and that's +1 to hit.
And damage.
And damage.
Yep. And so what was the second one? Was 20 to hit?
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Okay, so.
So if
yeah,
it wasn't magical, it'd be a 21 to hit.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you hit with both, but you subtract the 1 point of damage.
Okay, so 19 and 17.
Perfect. Okay.
Seems like this thing is going to be doing more of the ripping and tearing than I would.
So, Morn takes off at a just a run, and about halfway in, you watch as he's running, the blade grazes the outer thigh, and like a small spray of blood. And as he does, you watch as all of the veins bulge on Morn, and the shirt rips just a little bit, and the hair just flows back, and you guys see the eyes are bright red and just blood vessels popping. And the axe goes up and connects on the shoulder, and as he brings it down on one of the the top shoulders, like the thickest part of the armor, you watch as the shoulder just kind of, for a split second, and the part of the armor just chinks just a moment. And as he does, he takes it and shoves the head back, and as he does, he brings the axe around one-handed and connects into the abdomen. Is that your turn?
Yes.
That will end my turn.
Local
Alright.
barbarian, literally too angry to die.
All right. That brings
This is
us
the
to
rage
Jason.
music.
Yeah. So, Jason, as the fear creeps in, as you've seen this monstrosity fired up once or twice before, not to this effect, not to its fullest form, but you know
my final form.
you know how it's being powered, but you can't find him or see him. You do know in this corner behind you, some of your items were kind of stashed, and you're able to quickly run into the corner into this small little cabinet, and the things that the Baron had kept from you that they used to test on you in items, you do find your things there.
Okay. I find my my bear with me for a moment.
All good.
Alright, so I find my assassin's garb. It's flexible metal type armor with a cloak. And I have 2 gauntlets with retractable blades, kind of like if you think of Baraka from Mortal Kombat, kind of like that, but not nearly as long.
Ooh.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I throw all that on.
Yeah, that'll be your like action and your turn. Is you watch as like this individual runs away from you, Freya, and then just proceeds to strip in the corner, and you watch as he's just like throwing things on and like putting these gloves on.
I feel energized when I put the stuff on. Like I feel like I'm getting my energy back.
Yeah,
My stamina, my strength.
you feel a lot better. There's also a little bit of food and drink in there, so like you're stuffing things into your face as you're like putting the clothes on. So,
Nom, 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 nom.
nom noms. Kaz.
I'm going to
Rage.
also rage and do 40 points of damage with my weapon.
Rampage.
No, I'm gonna try to get behind him.
Okay.
Behind him wouldn't be here. Behind him would be here, I guess. This way.
Something like that.
When I
It'd be
measure, can you guys see the arrow or no? I don't
Yeah,
even know.
Yeah.
We can see
Yeah.
the arrow.
It'd be generally like this.
Okay. I wanna I think all I can really do is actually that's not true. I'll use a dash action to kind of get over here. Yeah. Let me do that. And then I will. Sorry, the last to go, and I hadn't considered that I could do this until now. So, I'm just strangely drawn to the idea of polymorphing him into something, but I'm gonna resist that urge. I do want to use some sorcery points to cast Witch Bolt as a bonus action since I used dash.
You can quicken spell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him with that and see how he likes it.
Okay.
Because it's lightning damage.
Slap.
Okay. That hits.
22, 11 damage. I assume by now I've noticed that some of these other things that we typically do are not working. So I'm going to try to take note of how he seems to respond to that.
Okay.
Does it
The
seem like
body quakes a little bit.
Okay. And then
As-
that will be
as-
it for me.
As Kaz takes off at a dash and runs across the field, and as she
Oh,
does, she kind of
um,
sprints up behind the vault.
Sorry, I actually want to be up. So I want to use my boots to
Flying.
fly. I don't know how tall the ceiling is, but I
Okay.
want to be off the
Do-
ground.
So did you cast that as you were running across, or you flew across?
It's the boots give me a flying speed.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that. Well, I don't think that adds on to your movement. I think it's part of it.
no, I know. I'm just asking, like, did you
Hello?
activate him when you got behind the beast?
Oh no, as I was going. Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't work for the first
Oh,
40 feet. Yeah.
that's actually so good. It's so funny because like you start
You-
to take
you-
off. or
you
just
go to, like-
stumble,
You
fuck.
go, you like
Run
take off
instead.
on a run, and you kind of like do this like that stutter step to like take off, and you almost biff it.
You just try to catch yourself in a roll and then just like run instead. Yes, that okay.
But
So
then
I'll
once
do that,
behind-
and then once I get over there, I'll start to
Yeah.
elevate a little bit.
Oh.
Yep. And as
Okay.
you get behind, all of a sudden, you feel like you can do it again, and you like you say the command or you think the command to your shoes, and all of a sudden you rise
Now,
up.
I want to be like 1 or 2 feet off the ground, so I don't want to, having almost fallen on my way, I don't want to be up on the ceiling because I don't want to take fall damage if he turns towards me, right? So I want to be just use it as a gauge for like, is magic working in my current position or not, but not where I would take fall damage, right?
Yeah.
Smarty pants.
Big brain,
And then
Kaz.
that'll be the end of my turn there.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round. Henri.
If I were a barbarian, I'd be raging, but I'm not.
I assumed as much.
So instead, I'm just gonna go at him again.
Okay. That just hits. As you feel the sword,
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
this sword actually feels like it's doing damage now, like something is returned to it.
Hmm.
So what do you do? So you did 5. Okay.
5, yeah. And then another.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Crit with the fucking shit.
All right, so when you attack a creature with this weapon and roll 20, you take an extra 14 slashing damage, and I roll another d20. Fuck. Well, okay.
Ouch.
So nothing happens, but had I got a 20 on that, I could have cut off one of its limbs potentially. I don't know how you would rule that, but I mean, shit is sharp. So
Hey, rock on. So you do just a 14.
well,
14 points.
and then it plus whatever I roll for damage. I didn't roll for damage on that one
Okay,
yet.
that's what I was asking.
So 11 plus 7
So 18?
plus 14. Yeah, 18
Oh,
plus 14.
plus 14. Okay.
Yeah, so a total of
32.
yeah.
Very, very nice.
Is the first one
with the,
just
with
a
the first
5,
one.
or does the first
Yeah.
one add the 14 as well?
No,
Nope.
it's just when you crit. Since I
But
didn't crit on that attack, I didn't get the 14.
It says 20 on the attack roll. It means a nat 20, not a modified 20 only.
Yes. Yeah, that would have to be unmodified.
Okay.
So this time, feeling a little more confident in yourself and stealing your reserve, you take the sword, and this time, instead of coming in from above, you come in low. And as you come in low, kind of what you're used to, you strike at one of the calves. And as you do, it slashes across the metal and catches a little bit. And you feel like you do damage. But as you do, you drag across one of the, like the bends in the knees. That's not pure metal. And you notice it. And as you do, you flip the sword like in your hand, almost like you roll it across the top of your wrist. And as you do, you catch it backhanded, and you drag it across the backside of the knee, and a spurt of oil and some kind of red substance squirts out the backside.
If it bleeds, we can kill it!
Just to down on the mood a little bit. It's probably not his blood. Probably your daughter's.
Man. Oh my
I'm too angry to
God.
care at this point.
What's that, Mike?
That got dark, man.
You should have been in my campaign like 40 episodes ago. I get real dark, baby.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Henri?
Is.
Okay. Jaden,
Yeah, I'll attempt to swipe at it 3 more times.
get it. Hit,
that's it.
miss.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll throw a regular, just a low level spirit flash on that one.
Get it, dude.
So that's 22.
The plus the spirit.
Yeah, I already rolled it.
Oh, okay.
If you mouse over the force damage, you can see it in the metadata.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
That'll be all.
So, as you take the first one, as you watch Henri come in low and drag across the backside of the knee, the creature kind of turns and stares at her, and as it does, you bring your claw up and you slash in an upward fashion towards the... And as you do, you catch some bits coming up and manage to drag across the metal and unhinge a couple parts. But as you do, you come to rake 2 more times across the center chest, across the gem, trying to dislodge, harm, or otherwise. But it doesn't seem to do any damage and just kind of rakes off of the armor.
Alright, sounds good.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Freya.
Okay. I am going to... Yes, I think I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. I'm also going to use my feet. So I get advantage.
And if you hit, you'll do an extra D8 force damage, I think.
Right, I think it's only on 1 though, right?
Yeah, it's only 1 attack. But the sharpshooter you can use for as many as you want.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna Zephyr Strike. So I'm gonna get advantage on this first one. Maybe I got a crit.
That's it.
Also, that is a negative 10. So that's still 22, right? Oh no, negative 5. Sorry.
And negative 5.
Okay. I
Negative
get
5 plus 10.
Plus 10 plus 8. And I'm gonna do one more attack. Minus 5 for attack roll.
Did you double your dice?
Yeah, I think it's 16.
I didn't.
So hold on, I'm really confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't rolled damage on the first one yet. Sorry,
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
my bad.
Okay,
6
so
plus 7.
so what is the 8 and the 7?
Wait, hold on. Let me scroll up here. Oh, my damage didn't post. What the heck?
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, well the 8 plus the 7 is, I did Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
so I get to roll an extra D8. Plus I was doing,
So then that's 15.
oh wait, why did
so
I
then-
roll twice?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sorry,
It's all good.
I was rolling a D10, and I, in my head, thinking D10, but it was actually 10 damage. I get extra 10 damage. I shouldn't have rolled the
Okay,
D10.
so it's
bad.
it's 7. So
Yes.
14 plus 10, so 24 points of damage. No. Yes. So 24 points of damage on the first one.
So no, it should be 7, and then I did 6 plus
7, that's
and then
that's doubled.
20, and then I have the extra 10 damage, so that's 30 damage.
So 7. So you rolled the d8. That's 7 plus another 7 because you double that. So that's 14.
Oh,
Plus 10. So that's 24. And then plus the 6 plus 7.
yes,
Okay.
plus 12. Nope, plus 12 plus 10. Oh my god, hold on. I'm adding this up because now I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, you're confusing
So
me.
with the crit, I thought the 6 plus 7 is the crit.
So you can do 2 things. Either one, you can roll another dice, or you can double your damage.
I thought that's what it's doing because I did 6 damage, but it said crit, so I'm doing an additional 7.
So you could do the 7 doubled.
Oh,
So yeah, you can do 7 and 7 is 14. Plus your 10, that's 24. And then you can do, say, the 6, you can double that as well for 12.
So if my math is correct, did I do 59 damage?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm counting 7
Because
plus
then
the
what's
6 plus the 7, and then I doubled the 7, so that's an additional 7. And then I got 10 because I'm using my feet.
Yes.
And then I got the 12 damage there, and then because of my feet, I got 10, so that's 59 damage.
Correct. So what's the 12 for?
What's the what?
What's the 12 for?
The 12 is my second attack.
Okay. Got it. So then, yeah, 59 points of damage total between 2 attacks.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Sorry, that got a little bit mixed
Juicy.
up because of the D10.
All right. So,
I'm
as
very
you notch
angry with him. Very angry.
as you notch the first arrow, you fire out towards the gem and it ricochets, but it seems to chip a portion of the gem. And as you take the second arrow, you notch and shoot for one of the lower joints, and it does lodge its way in.
Mm.
But he snaps it off instantly.
And the second arrow connects.
Yes.
How's he
And I already
looking?
added that in. Still looks alright.
Damn.
What do you mean, damn? We just started the fight.
I feel
I
like
didn't
we're
get. I
pumping
didn't give him
damage
like
out.
I didn't give him 100 points of damage, like
Well,
100.
why the
hit
hell
points.
not?
All right. I'm gonna turn and focus you next. So, is that your turn? Do you want to move? Or are you doing anything else?
I already used my bonus action. I like keeping the distance, but I think I'm gonna move. Over here.
So, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to fire the spike at you, since you just did a little bit of damage to him.
Well, that's rude.
So that is a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's... ...26 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
...7 points of fire damage.
Ew.
And then make a strength saving throw. That is a failure.
What?
You take another 6 points of fire damage. As he fires the chain out, it juts past Morn and Jaden, slamming into you. And as it does, you watch as it goes through Freya's abdomen and out the backside. And as it comes out the backside, the two hooks extend out and jut into Freya as he yanks back and pulls Freya
So I'm a fish on a hook. Is that what you're saying?
right up on him.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't want to be close.
Oh, you got scorpions.
Get over here!
Ooh, did my damage update real time?
Get over here.
No. Doesn't look like it.
So,
You may need to refresh the page.
that will end his... Or that will end that action, and that will bring us to his turn. At the start of his turn... Have enough d6s... You all take another 6 points of damage as the heat around him begins to swell. So, Morn, Freya, Jaden, and Henri.
Well, there goes half of my health.
You had to run your mouth.
The creature doesn't know that I ran my mouth.
Yes, you took 6 points of fire damage. And because he's got you on a hook, he's going to do a slam attack.
What?
Ooh. 32 to hit?
No, 32 doesn't hit. It's literally double my armor class. This is more than double my armor class.
You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck, Ginge?
And 7 points of fire damage. As you guys watch as he lifts Freya into the air, impaled on the hook, and this one of the hands on the opposite side draws back, and as it does, just pinatas Freya. And you watch as he just clobbers her right in the face, and she just slams backwards and just hangs in the air.
I will use my reaction to use my Sentinel feat so I can attack.
Okay.
Do I still have +1 or not?
Nope, you're standing right in it.
It's an 18 to hit. I think that misses.
It misses. Unfortunately, the anger swells inside of you more, and you reach up to attack, but you can't find purchase on this heavily metallic being. As you watch Freya just get clobbered around.
Yikes.
And he is going to roll to recharge. Recharges. Okay. That is the end of his turn. As the heat swells around him even more. Yes. Feel the fire. If I can't have you, at least I'll have bodies to experiment on.
Sicko. It puts the lotion in the basket.
You're fucked, dude. You should see somebody.
Morn. You're
Talk
up.
to someone. You're fucked.
Okay. So you said I don't have the +1, right?
Correct.
Okay,
It
so I
seems to
already-
be, for some reason, standing in front of him like that is canceling something out.
That's fine. Morton wouldn't notice.
Morn's just like, nah, fuck it.
The first is a 22 to hit.
Minus the one?
Yeah, I'm not including the one on these.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Yes.
yep. So that's
That hits.
17 slashing.
Okay. Is that minus the +1 or the plus?
Yeah, nothing I do is including the +1. I'm doing the math without it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, 17.
And then the second is a 27, but I crit on 19s. So that's the crit.
Get it?
So that's another 24 slashing.
Nice. Get it?
That will be my turn.
Get it. Lots of damage. You guys are dumping it down range. So as Morn watching Freya just get pummeled and this almost jagged looking fish hook go out the back side of her and just hold her in place as it just proceeds to just mash on her, sends you into a rage. One that you haven't experienced since your sister. And you just begin to just hack. Not even caring where you find purchase or tactically thinking where to hit. At this point, you're just swinging as hard as you can.
Yeah, I have about 10 different reasons to be pretty angry. So
Yeah,
Chop it into pieces.
Jason.
I yelled at everybody that we cannot win. There's got to be a way to retreat. Can I roll perception to see if I can find a way out of here?
You don't even need to roll perception. You know there's one way, but you do know something else. You do know of where his study kind of is. You just don't know how to get to it. But you know that the only way into this place is that doorway that they came in and he locked behind.
There is a study somewhere. Right. Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay.
Which is usually open, but right now you can't see it. And you know that it's on one of these walls somewhere.
I do have. Can I roll for investigation?
Yeah. So, investigation, you're going to physically just start feeling like the walls and everything looking around, or are you just trying to look to see if you can't see it?
I'm gonna start feeling because
Okay.
I know that we can't beat this guy. Like we gotta find I gotta find a way out and get everybody out if I can.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. You begin to like jutting like your claws into the walls, looking for a purchase on some kind of doorway. Where you are right now, you don't feel anything. And you're not sure if it was on this wall or if it's somewhere up here or up here. You do know that he had some kind of study. There was books, there was something else that he would sit in there was test tubes. It's here, but you can't remember where.
Or can I move? Or do we have limits?
You can move as far as you want. It's whatever your movement, yeah.
Okay, whatever my character is.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Is each square 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay. I'm right there.
Perfect. Yeah, the tiles don't work out as well. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I would just use that because this doesn't. I've never been able to get it lined up the way I want to, and it really bugs me. But
Sure.
it is what it is.
All good. And I am done.
Got it. That brings us to Kaz.
All right. So I have a question, maybe.
Go ahead.
Do I get the sense that the Baron is controlling this thing, or this is an AI automaton that works independently with its own logic and thought process?
Roll an Arcana check.
And thus, if it made an intelligence save, would it be the Baron's or this machine's?
Roll an intelligence. Just straight intelligence.
Okay.
You're not
Wicked
sure.
Wicked
You've
smart.
never seen anything like this before. This is so foreign as you look around and you see these wires with something flowing along them, almost like lightning hitting them. And electricity just does not make sense to you in the way that this is working.
Okay. I'm gonna. As he moves, does he look pretty agile or pretty clunky?
You're not sure.
I'm trying to really squeeze some information out
Yeah, it's all good.
of you.
Get it.
Okay. I think I would like. Okay, so I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'm gonna have him make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
For this one.
Okay. 20.
Yeah. That will do it. He's still gonna take some damage. Let me. On a save, he'll take 26 damage.
Okay. What kind of damage?
Psychic.
You cast the spell. And it doesn't look like it does any damage.
I hate this creature so much.
I mean, what did you expect? You're finally fighting a Baron.
Yeah, I had
Last time we fought a Baron, he was a werewolf. Now,
Yeah.
fucking robot.
the werewolf probably would have
Different guy.
failed the intelligence save.
Might have.
although
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
have that spell at that time, so
Yeah. But there was other things that Mr. Kalen knows that affects it differently. So,
Kalen's dead, Ginge. We
well,
don't
not
talk
Kalen,
about him.
Frosty, I would say, because of Alyssa.
Yeah.
I will also try to hit him with the firebolt as a bonus action.
Okay.
Fireball.
14's gonna miss.
Okay.
I've missed with everything, so I will just. I think I like where I am. I may back up just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna cry, just a little tear, and then that'll be it.
Got it.
Back to the top.
Back to the top. So,
My man's tried to
Uh,
mental prison a construct.
I was like, when that's why I asked, because I was like, what kind of damage we doing here, buddy?
Well, I thought if it was the Baron in there, that could be sufficient, but I don't know.
Machines have
So-
brains.
Don't worry. We're still
the
gonna
top-
break his toys.
At the top of the round.
I've coded a mental prison into electrical devices all the time in my real life.
Coding. That's different.
They get so confused, they don't work. It happens to me all the time. It made sense in my brain to try it.
At the top of the round, the two pylons filled with that red substance swirl faster, and you watch as the electricity just starts to, and it connects, and it does. You watch as both pylons shoot a stream of electricity that connect to each other, and then shoot and hit the back of this construct. And as it does, the creature stands taller, and the arms flex and raise up, and the whole body begins to.
Y'all
It
should have
looks-
left when I said.
Looks energized. Andre, you're up. This music is on point. Angry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Rage. Going at it again. Fuck. But I ain't doing shit.
Miss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just hits.
Caw, caw, caw.
Okay.
7.
7 points.
God, I'm just chipping at this motherfucker.
Unfortunate news. Is that weapon magical? Does it add plus?
What do you mean?
Do you get
For
plus
Henri?
yeah, plus attack or plus damage?
Andre's fine.
No.
Oh,
And
maybe because on this. Okay, just
Andre's
saying
not
it.
in front of it.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because I know we were doing that before.
he's
Morn.
Who's in-
just
It just
outside
doesn't
of
have
it.
that effect.
Who's in front of it? Is it?
okay.
It's pretty much me. I know I'm in front of it.
Yep, it just barely is missing Henri, but it is hitting Jaden, Freya, and Morn. And that also counts for if you are wearing anything that gives you plus your AC is down.
Oh, not that it matters if it's gonna roll 32 to hit.
Just saying. It seems like all magical effects are rendered useless in its gaze.
I'm just trying to kill this fucking thing. That's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Jaden.
Okay. I'm gonna use a bonus action to sprout my dragon wings, and then I'm gonna fly up, not out of its melee range, just so that I can see behind it. So I'm not like provoking an AOT. But after that, I'm gonna use Black Dragon's Scale Swarm. So I'm gonna kick up. I'm gonna cause like basically a tornado of rusty scales to her up like right here, so that I want to hit these two vials and him, these two vats and the creature.
Yeah.
So the vats are objects, so they can't make dex saves, but he needs to make a dex save.
Yep. Nah, technically it was cocked, but I'll count it as that. 1.
Cool. He fails.
It sat
Really?
between a natural 20 and a 2. And I was like, nah, I'll give this to him, and I pushed it down on the 2.
Yep. So the vats and him are gonna take all of that,
So 12 plus 6?
plus 5 for the higher level cast.
Okay. So plus 5 to the slashing, or plus 5 to the acid?
The slashing.
Got it.
17 slashing, 6 acid.
Okay.
And that was my action, so that'll be all.
So the vats crack just a little bit, and a little bit of that substance begins to kind of leak out.
So wait, the vats are here and here.
Yep.
Not here and here.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Kaz, do you recognize the map?
Oh yeah,
He made it for me.
Oh.
long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And you're kind of hovering about a foot up. No, a couple feet up, like 3-4 feet. So you're just above the height of him. Like you're kind of like up over his head looking down on top. As you just start to like, and you're just kicking up all of this wind, and as you do, it kind of hits the back of him, but also you guys watch as it just, something begins to just slash and hit at the vials as little gouges are being made out of them. So, Freya.
I'm suspended in the air on a hook currently, correct? Can I don't know, would it be like some kind of strength throw or something to try and dislodge? Okay.
Is it like escaping a grapple?
Correct. It's a strength check to push yourself off of this. That is a fail.
Fuck.
As you go to like push yourself and pull this out of you, and you like, it just, the pain is too unbearable, and you just can't seem to pull yourself off of this hook.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna second wind, regain 1d10 plus 4. Okay. And unfortunately, that is the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round, or for the individual. So he is going to do 3. You guys all take 4 points of fire damage as the heats up again.
You said
And
4
this
points?
time, yes.
Okay.
So, yep. So, Henri, Jaden, Freya, Morn, make a dexterity saving throw. Freya, at disadvantage.
Whew.
Is this an effect I can see?
Yes. Okay.
18.
Fail. Freya save. Jaden fail. Morn
I roll an 18.
fails.
I will save. With my. Oh wait, no. I bet my ring's disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That sucks. Oh baby.
I like how the only one who made the save is the person who's literally grappled.
And at
I know.
disadvantage.
I know.
Disadvantage.
Maybe she's like
Uh,
hoisted above it or something.
Trying to
So-
save my life here.
Freya, you take 16 points of fire damage, and the rest of you take 32 points of fire damage. As the creature, the front, where the gem is, opens up, and as it does, you see this, almost like this heart or this core, and it's just this spinning ball of fire. And as it does, the back arcs up like oh, I can't think of who that guy does, but it, Iron Man, and just like out of the front of the chest, a beam of fire just splashes out and coats in 120 feet and hits the floor and up the ceiling behind you guys. As Jaden and Morn and Andre, you guys just can't seem to move quick enough to get out of it. But for some reason, Freya sees the chest begin to open and goes wide-eyed, puts her feet on the chest and kicks herself plus the arm up and on top of the head, so this arm is like up like this, and just manages to avoid the beam as it sprays out.
Thank goodness.
Horn, you're up.
As my action, can I try and get Freya out of the grapple?
Yeah.
She's close enough, right?
She's literally right next to you. Like
Yeah.
imagine you're standing there and it's like holding her right next to her, and she's just like
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna try
holding
and
the
I'm
air.
gonna try and break the claw that's kind of got her or whatever it is, the hook. I'm gonna try and break that off of her.
Okay.
So that just be a
So
Like that.
you're
strength, roll athletics.
So hold on here. You're trying to to bust it off, like to bust the piece of metal that's holding her, or are you just trying to pull her off?
Uh,
Because that's
so
a whole
the
different
piece,
thing.
yeah, the piece of metal. What has it done to her? Like,
It's like a hook. It's gone through and just it's like a barbed hook. So she can be pulled off. You just have to slide her off of it. Whereas if you were to try and break that piece of metal, that's going to be a much higher DC.
yeah, but the barb's through her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pulling that barb through. How big is it?
I think I would take damage for that, probably.
I would say if you were to hold your 3 fingers together kind of like this.
God damn.
It's a barb. She might take a little bit. But if you
Sorry,
break,
Freya.
it's going to be
I'm
a
gonna-
much higher DC.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull her off.
Okay.
So just strength, straight strength.
Strength, yeah.
Oh, I crit.
You did?
I did.
Okay, for a total of?
24.
That does it.
Roll
You
low,
take-
Gent. Roll low. Roll low.
As you reach up and she is just bloodied and charred
I'm almost dead.
and just holding on, and you grab her by the waist and just rage yank, and you pull her off. You take 2 points
Okay.
of piercing damage.
And as
So
I'm gonna yank her like it's so hard that I can try and like throw her across the ground essentially. Like slide her, maybe out of melee range hopefully.
I would say that's your action. How many attacks do you have? You have 2 actions or 1?
That is my action to do that. Like that's my turn is to yank her off.
Yep. But then you're trying to move her out of that range.
I guess. Well, the point was I was trying to yank her, and then just like when you yank something, but you do it with such momentum, it keeps going afterwards.
So
That's what
then
I'm trying to do.
that'll be your attack and your bonus action. We'll say.
Okay.
And I'll say for your bonus, roll another strength check. Just see if you can huck her, in whatever direction you're looking to huck her. And this will be how-
19.
Okay. Okay. You can throw her. She's light enough. We'll say you can huck her 15 feet in whatever direction you want to huck her. She's tiny. Morn is like what? 400 pounds, 300 pounds, just pure muscle, and she's like what, $110? I think Morn can shot put that.
I apologize. Brian. This isn't abuse, I promise.
It's better than being
I'll
hooked by a fucking
toss
printer.
you like 15 feet like that.
Oh, so you're gonna throw it back that way? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that about 15 feet, or should I go further?
Yeah, you're probably about it.
Okay.
So, Morn pulls you off as a spurt of blood just sprays and just not throws you, but kind of like glides you across the ground, shot put style.
That's my turn.
Okay. Jason.
They're obviously gonna try to fight this thing to the death, I see. I'm gonna move another 30 feet. I'm gonna do another move for my action.
For like a dash. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Brings us back to Kaz.
I'm gonna just try to hit him again with a witch bolt that's higher level. Let's see if I can hit him. $28.
That hits.
That is, assuming that does it for me. Yeah, 40, 12, 20, 28 lightning damage. And then I haven't hit him with anything fire yet.
Nope.
You hit him. Did you hit him with the firebolt?
No, he missed.
I missed. I'm thinking that it's so hot that if it can take the level of heat inside of it, that maybe fire's not going to hurt. So I'm also going to use a cantrip as bonus action, but I'm going to instead well, no, I don't want to do that either. Definitely don't want to fucking touch it. All right, I'm going to see if I can hit another firebolt on it. That's a miss too.
That is a miss. As you shoot
right.
and fire wide.
So I got the 28, and then I'll stay put. I'm gonna move just a little bit, but that'll be my turn, and I'll figure out how far I want to move. Probably just like this. Yep, I'm good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. Morn, roll a Constitution saving throw.
How about he uses a legendary action to fuck off?
15.
15. That is a fail. as he looks down after you pulled his prey off of the hook, and he begins to pull the hook closer back in. He looks down, and the face peels back, revealing another face. A days. Feel the heat. And your body begins to sizzle as he grabs you and pulls you close. You guys watch as it almost begins to eat Morn. Like, it pulls it close to its face, and almost like if you were to pour hot grease on yourself, Morn's skin begins to boil. And you take 25 points of fire damage as the fire gaze pulls you close. Alright.
How's this thing looking, Ginge?
It's a construct. It looks like metal.
Does it look like we've damaged it, though?
It looks like there's some damage, some wear and tear has been done to it.
Okay, you just said the word some. Doesn't make me feel good.
Top of the round. Henri.
I get around it and into range of the vial or the vat things here. One of them without leaving
You're
its
gonna-
range of attack.
You'll have to take a step away, just outside of his range of attack, to get close enough to take a strike.
Hmm. In that case, hmm. Hmm. I take out my non-magical short sword and throw it at the vat there.
Okay.
Because I see where it cracked, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for like the center of where it started to spider web out.
Okay, so make an attack at disadvantage because you're aiming for a specific spot.
There's one.
That's a hit.
Well, I rolled the second time. Fuck.
Ow. I would say that's a hit. You're pretty close. It's not like you're aiming for anything. It's pretty decently big. So roll damage. Okay. The vial cracks and spiders even more as the vial begins to drain. There's probably like this much left in the bottom of this vat.
Fuck it. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna punch it as hard as I can.
Okay. He's gonna take his attack of opportunity.
Come at me, bitch.
Yeah. 31 to hit.
What? I mean, if it's over 17, then yes. For fuck's sake.
Love you, Henri. Take 23 points of bludgeoning damage. And Jesus, I rolled really well. Sorry, 13 points of fire damage. As you you throw the sword, it connects, and it did damage, but you're looking to get rid of it. And you kind of take a leap and Superman punch, and as you do, this fist comes down and just hammers across your back and strikes you, and you feel the armor and skin get lit ablaze as it strikes across the backside.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
As the thing turns around to attack Andre, I would like to use my reaction to attack it.
Get it?
It's facing the other way now, right?
Kind of. It turned. I'll give it to you because it turns and strikes. Yeah.
Okay, so 22 to hit.
That hits.
So 14 slashing.
Do I roll with any disadvantage to punch it?
No, you're standing right in front of it.
All right.
Just do your unarmed strike. That hits. Roll damage.
Well, it's a. Yeah, that's 4 bludgeoning.
You strike and you bust the bottom as the rest of the vat just pours out. And as you punch through and pull your hand out, it's syrupy. It definitely feels like a blood mixture of some sort. That brings us to Jaden.
I'll
Are you
take
done?
whatever's on. Like if there's stuff on my hand, I'm
Just
swiping it across.
Using your own
Fucking
daughter's
war
blood as
paint.
war paint.
She's pissed. Fuck off.
Oh no.
Jaden, you're up.
Alright. So Andre popped that one, right? It's starting to drain pretty heavily.
It's pretty much empty at this point.
Alright. I'll fly over this thing's head and around to here, and I'll take an AOT. Actually, no, he already used his reaction, so.
Yep.
I'm just gonna claw this one a few times.
Okay. Roll attack. Yeah, I mean, they all hit. Yeah. It busts open as he just ascends and just rakes across and takes it off at the bottom. The whole thing just falls over and just spills out onto the floor.
If the first two do it in, then I'll move this way and make my third attack against this guy.
Yeah, yeah, it takes 2, because I had to look at the damage there. It takes 2. So the last one...
29
it's
against
29.
the machine.
Yep.
Alright, cool. And I'll throw another Spirit Flash on that.
Okay.
For 3. So 8, and then let me roll this. Oops, displayed the text, not the fucking thing. Jesus. 5. 22.
Nice. Nice chunk of damage. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Alright. At the end of your turn, he's going to use another legendary action. And he is going to charge a fist. Yep. So you guys watch as one of the fists clenches and the red orb begins to radiate and pulse, and the one arm swells and starts to release heat and steam. Freya,
Yeah,
you're up.
it's my turn.
Oh, that's scary. What did it charge up?
Yeah.
If it goes by Dragon Ball rules, we got about 10 episodes until it actually releases its
No,
attack.
he's got to do the scream first. He's got to do the scream. Ah!
Okay. I would like to cast... Hopefully I'm at an angle where this would work. Actually, I'm not shooting anything at him. I think it just appears on him, so I don't know how that would work, but, I want to do Hunter's Mark.
Okay. As you go to cast, nothing finds purchase.
Okay. Shit. Well done. I'm gonna shoot him up. I'm gonna take my feet penalty for attack.
Okay. So now you are in the cone. So anything magical, if you have a +1, +2, that goes away.
Oh, we didn't do that before.
What's that?
Because my bow, so I don't think... How does that...
You're standing in the cone, in the cone right now.
Okay, hold on. I think
You can't. So let's put it this way: if you want to do Hunter's Mark,
Before you were over
move.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and move, and I'll let you. We'll say Hunter's Mark found purchase, but you have to move out of his cone right now. Right now, there's a cone that goes like this the whole way down. It's a 60-foot cone.
Gotcha. Okay. Then yes, I would... Oh, well, hold on. Morn tossed me. Am I prone right now?
No.
Okay. So I will move then. Out of his cone.
I tossed you onto your feet.
Too short to make the
basically.
distance. You have to toss me.
There you go.
Don't tell the elf. Don't tell the elf. Okay. So you said Hunter's Mark if I'm over here would work?
Yes.
Okay. So a Hunter's Mark then. So it takes an extra 1d6. I'm gonna take my feet penalty for -5 to attack. And light him up. Shit.
Miss and miss.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Alright. That booger's gonna get away with it then. I'm just
Your
gonna
hands
sit here.
are so slick from blood and your own. What the fuck is it? Get out of here! You're not welcome here, Mr. Spider. Piss off. Just like lowered himself down in front of my screen.
Ah,
No. Your hands are so slick with your own gore and blood, and your vision obscured. You're scared. Obscured from just being violently beaten. Your eyes beginning to swell. That you can't seem to find an aim. The top of his turn. Morn. Yep. Morn, Andre, and Jaden. You guys take 10 points of fire damage. As the body begins to heat up more and just releasing steam in a general arc. He is going to, because you were the last one to do it and you pissed him off, Jaden, he's going to do a multi-attack against you. 4 attacks.
Okay.
That is a 23,
Uh-huh.
24,
Uh-huh.
natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Ouch. Oh, and then one more. Natural 1.
No.
Okay, that evened out. So 3 attacks.
Not really though, because you don't roll less for a natural one. You don't take away.
Oh, it's you guys you don't hit.
True.
So
You should heal off of a crit.
Yeah, how
miss.
much does
Yeah.
it heal for that?
So 16 points of bludgeoning on the first.
He throws a Molotov cocktail and is like, "Oh shit, that's a healing potion."
6 points of fire.
Oh no!
I hit him with the healing vapors. Oh no.
10 points of bludgeoning again. And
Another 16?
10 points. And
Okay.
then 8 points of fire. And then here comes the crit. 3, Oh, I'm sorry. 41 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
And 8 points of fire. Ooh. Oh, and then the charged fist.
And then
And there's
then-
more.
Then, how do you want to do this?
That is 21 points of lightning damage
What the? To who?
to Jaden.
To Jaden?
You
Also
watch
Oh,
as
he's
you
still
watch
up
as
apparently.
yeah. You watch as the creature turns towards Jaden, and all four arms cock back and just. And then as he holds the last one, he grabs Jaden and thrusts the punch into the center of his chest, and you watch as an arc of electricity shoots out the backside. And Jaden is released. Standing there and looking pretty gnarly. after
I'm
he
not
just got
gonna
pummeled.
say the exact number of how much remaining HP I had, but you did 90% of it.
Good try, Ginge. Good try.
I don't want to kill you guys. I'm just playing.
I take it all back.
I'm sorry. And then he
We
is
can
going
just delete
to
the
roll,
VOD and pretend this never happened.
roll to see if he recharges his breath. It recharges. That is the end of his turn. And then Andre, did you mark down your fire damage?
How much damage was it?
10.
Guess who's unconscious?
You watch as right as he's pummeling into Jaden and just wailing, Andre falls back into the vials,
like-
trying to hold on, and
Just
you
like,
just
ugh.
watch as the skin is just sizzling, and she passes out and just falls face down into this red liquid on the ground. And then I will say this. For a construct, it seems to be seeping red and black liquid from all sources of the body. Looks a little banged up.
It's a little chipped.
That ends its turn. Morn.
Is the cone still in the same spot?
Cone is right there.
Okay.
And actually,
do
no.
what-
The cone would have shifted because he would have been beating the crap out of Jaden. So right now the cone is on Jaden and Freya.
I'll do what barbarians do best and hit him with my axe. I think the first misses is an 18.
Misses, unfortunately.
But the second I rolled a 19, so that's crit. So with the extra +1, that's 32 slashing.
How do you want to do it?
Well, I'll aim straight at the gem.
Hit
That's been powering
28,
things up.
28 points of damage.
Hell
Hit
yeah.
28 left.
Fuck yeah, Morn! Kick his ass!
Oh man.
Smash. Morn
How much
smash.
did you do, Morn?
Morn protect.
32.
Morn attack.
He had 28 points left. So, you bring the axe around in a wide arc and baseball swing, and you step forward, and you guys watch as like his thigh muscles just blow up and just low hits, home run swing into the gem, and the gem, like, you just sever the gem, like right in the middle, and you watch as the gem separates and powers off. Change the music, please. Wait, no, stop. And you watch as the hulking mash just starts to roll forward and then stops moving.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Cool. I have 4 hit points.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
I had 2 after that last after that opportunity attack.
I have
Yeah,
5.
the
Oh yeah,
I
and
have
Andre had
5.
2
I have
and
5.
5.
yeah. The thing he would have done is he was going to turn and fire the spear towards Kaz. He was going to impale you and blow and pull you in because you were the one guy floating out and about out of his range.
Yeah.
And then, because Jason's a prize, he doesn't want to lose him.
But
Yeah.
Too
the
bad, bitch. Use
stones
it or
in
lose
the
it,
vats.
motherfucker.
There's no stones in the vats. In between those 2 vats, on this table, there's a like a just a little bit smaller than an ostrich egg sized white stone.
Yeah, I want to go and take that.
I'm gonna run up to Andre and I cast Cure Wounds, so you heal 9 HP.
You take a breath in.
Eesh.
And you just feel like you literally have been laying in the desert for like 7 years. Throat is parched. Your skin feels like you've had the worst sunburn. And you've never had one, but it sucks.
Ugh. Is it dead?
Whatever that was, it's dead.
Jason, you remember against this wall, there should be a door for some reason. Why is there not a door here?
You better go check that out. Over here.
Yeah?
Do I need to feel around, or do I see like a notch or anything?
Make another investigation check, as the rest of the group is kind of doing their thing right now.
I'm not.
So are you just grabbing the gem then? Jason?
Yeah, if I have to rip it out or something, I will.
It's kind of affixed into a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a not like a pommel, but like what you would hold gems into. It seems to have like almost like claws holding this fixated object to this table.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean, I'll investigate it to see if it's like trapped or anything as well before I attempt to rip it out.
I'm cure woundsing myself.
Got it.
Got a
It's
little
a
fucked up.
26.
It is not trapped, but it is affixed, and it seems to have almost like wires drilled into this stone for some reason, almost like it was being used to power.
I don't know why I think
Okay.
of toys.
Just in case anything backfires, I'll re-dive, give myself some temp HP from that, and then I'll attempt to rip it out.
Make a strength check.
I have advantage. Ugh.
It is stuck in there solid, and you go to just move it, and it is affixed to this metal table that is affixed to the floor, and you are just like jamming it and wiggling it, and just it's not moving.
The construct also had a gem in the center of it, right?
Yeah, like a red, almost ruby.
Can we? Is that removable now that he's down?
It may have been
Maybe.
smashed.
Yeah, it's pretty fractured right now, but it might be.
I'm gonna, even if it's broken in pieces, I'm gonna see if I can get it. Assuming it's either magical or just worth some cash. If not, cash for gold, cash for gems. Take to the cash for gems store.
One, roll an intelligence check, and then roll a strength check. Okay. You're not sure what kind of this
Weekendo.
is. It's not a ruby. It's not an opal. It's no gem you've ever seen. And there's no way it is coming free.
I want to try to like just yank off the hatch at the top.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Can I get Mama Bear advantage?
I will say at this point, roll Mama Bear advantage.
Yes, Mama Bear. Okay.
Jason, roll investigation.
I roll
With it,
Athletics or strength?
strength. And
Okay.
what'd you roll, Jason?
21.
Oh yeah. There you go. It's not budging on Ray.
Well,
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, it's not budging. And it's upsetting, and you're not sure. But
I see glass. Can I smash glass?
yeah. So two things. One, Jason, as you feel the wall, remembering there used to be something here. That stone looks different. And you push it and it recesses a little bit, and a part of the wall pops out. Two, Henri, as you look at your daughter getting frustrated, the power in the room has been shut off. The electricity does not seem to be going to the vats anymore. Your daughter is no longer making twitching movements. She seems to be floating, but there's no bubbles anymore providing her air.
Yeah, I smash.
Roll to attack.
Oh. That's a 19. That crits. So that's
Okay.
27, 28. 28 to smash open the glass.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Okay. 7 plus 9 is 16, and plus 2 is 18, plus 5 is 23. 24.
Okay. You smash into the glass. It doesn't give way. It does spider and begins to give a little bit. With the nat 20, or with a crit, it does. The axe finds purchase, but only about a centimeter or two. It is some. It's not regular glass. It's like tempered, and it frustrates you. You spider the glass, and it breaks open partially, but not enough where it's leaking liquids out.
I'm gonna go for the hatch again.
Okay.
While Henri does that, I'm going to take that
The
hammer.
bubbles have ceased in the tank. At
Mhm.
this point, you think that she's not getting air anymore. Unfortunately, that hatch is just not budging. You're turning and cranking on the wheel. Yeah, Mama Bear strength. The wheel begins to turn, but you can't turn it all the way. The padlock is stopping you. Because there was a padlock on the top.
Oh, that's right, crowbar. I'm gonna run
I'm gonna
up there.
swing.
I'm just gonna like smash the thing as hard as I can with.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at the
my
broken
sword or
spot as
whatever,
well.
Something.
Okay. Swing again. And then roll to attack on the lock.
22.
That hits.
Another
Motherfucker.
18,
Yeah.
19
You guys are
slashing.
just smashing on the lock, and you're smashing on the glass. It's beginning to give way. The bubbles have stopped. You feel like she's probably beginning to drown, and you are just frustrated and getting upset, and you are just jamming your sword into the lock back and forth. You don't even care if you break your swords at this point, and you are just mashing on the lock, and Morn is below you, just back and forth into the glass, and finally the lock breaks free. Smash! You connect.
Throw it
and
open as hard as I can.
the glass doesn't give way, but a large chunk comes out and the water begins to drain out. She is suspended, so she doesn't just fall into the vat where the water is and continue to drown, but she's kind of dangling in the air, hooked up to a bunch of cords, wires, tubes, IVs. You begin to turn the wheel. on the top. You're just turning, and you're turning, and you push open this vaulted lid. And she's just dangling in front of you at this point.
Rip, 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 rip. Lift.
Okay.
I'll help lift her out too.
She feels like paper. The skin and portions, you can tell she's probably been sitting in the water for long periods of time. Portions of her skin slough off, and you kind of like catch yourself trying to not harm her even more. You take off your jacket and you cover her to not do more damage to her skin that is very fragile and frail. She is not the normal color of a moon elf. She is almost white, where she looks like the blood has been drained mostly from her body. Jason, you push in the brick, and a portion of the wall opens up to a low-lit room, and you hear frantic rushing in the room and shuffling.
Rushing. Do I?
You just hear yeah, you hear footsteps, you hear books, you hear papers being scrambled, you hear things being tossed and placed, like somebody is trying to gather things in a hurry.
I'm going to activate one of my wrist blades and ask who's there.
The rustling stops.
Say again, who's there?
You don't hear anything.
Can I see inside very well, or is it pretty dark?
You can see pretty well.
Okay. I'm gonna inch my way in there slowly and continue to ask if anybody's there.
All of a sudden, the stone slab doorway bursts open, and something bumps into you and knocks you back about a foot or two, and you hear footsteps running away from you.
As he gets hit, I will cast another spell. On that spot, I will cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So let me.
Yeah, is the dexterity?
Yeah, he has to make a dex saving throw.
I do?
No, not you.
Oh.
Hey. Whoever's there becomes illuminated in a blue light.
Yeah.
It
You
reveals
watch
invisible
as
creatures.
a male figure with something slung over his back is running in this direction towards the door.
Ooh, I want to try to tackle.
That
I'm running right behind Cass. to do the same.
That last cure wounds cast was me trying to heal.
Kaz, we make a great pair. I'll do the magic and then you tackle.
Yes.
Okay, roll a strength check.
The
Or
old
yeah,
switcheroo.
your strength
Athletics.
versus his.
I'll be running behind Cass just in
Oh,
case
baby.
he misses.
Are you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaz.
I don't know why for a minute I was like, I'm good at tackling. I'm gonna tackle. But I'm like, I'm not Kaz in real life.
Yeah.
Worked out.
That's okay.
This individual is like sprinting, and Kaz just fuck this.
Go for the
And
knees.
just and like you watch as like up on the knees and down, like full tackling wrestling, like pick up and a slam, and you just hear
KO out of nowhere.
okay.
Fighting out
Yeah.
of the blue corner.
You're grappling this blue lit individual that's squirming and trying to escape your grasp.
That's lit.
Kind of hold his arms, like you do to a child who's throwing a fit. Let's
Yeah.
just-
I'll come over and
You-
help hold him in place.
Do you know the
Okay.
deal? Who are you? Where are you going? What do you got?
Okay. Still remaining invisible and struggling.
I'm gonna say to Freya, get his bag off of his back.
Yeah, I'll definitely go up to him and try to take the bag off his back.
Okay. We'll say after a little bit, you guys manage to wrestle gear and things off of him. And as you pull a pendant off of his neck, he appears. It is the Baron.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Trying to
you
make he was
gent!
trying to make a break for it.
You did not just put the Baron in this room with us.
He was trying to make a break for it.
Oh.
Around his head is a circlet, and the circlet seems to be connected. Like he had placed it, and it looks like it might have been controlling the machine.
That's
You want to know why they call me the bear?
Please, let's us. We can just talk.
I'm gonna transform into a bear and I start clawing him to death.
Okay. Okay.
Do I hear this happening?
You look up just in time to see them tackle something as you're like slowly holding your daughter, and she is so frail and sunken, and you're broken because as you touch her skin, pieces of her skin come off. If you've ever left your hand in water for far too long, it's
Yeah.
spongy, and you are just broken at the sight of this. You can't even be angry at this point, you're so just down. And as you turn to hear the commotion, you watch as Jason gets knocked back and something runs by, and you watch as Kaz RKO picks up somebody, slams them into the ground, and about 3 seconds later, Morn and Frey are standing over something, and an individual appears. And you hear pleading. Just wait. We can talk this out. I did not want to do this. And Morn just fur down onto 4. And now think Twilight, the last movie, that portion where they're dragging the girl, the vampire, along the ground to the front of the werewolf.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
I
that's
channel my inner Alyssa.
yeah.
Ah.
Kaz stands up, grabs him by the collar, and is dragging him. The first time you've seen Kaz manhandle anybody.
Get
And-
physical.
Yeah,
Physical.
just pissed. The veins are bulging on Morn. The veins are bulging on Kaz. There's obvious anger, irritation, upset. He's just dragging him on his knees with his hands up like this, and Morn just begins to maul Baron's face, arms. 3 seconds later, you see an arm detach and slide across the floor.
Yes.
You see a piece of a face come slothing off as it bites into the part of the neck, and a spurt of blood comes out, and you hear screaming, just blood gurgling, screaming, as Morn just begins to eviscerate Baron Gregarian Trumpsfane, who is no more. As you back up, and there is just unrecognizable individual laying on the concrete slabbed floor below you, the cobblestone, as the blood pools out and spreads in a circle.
As I'm seeing this, I'm like trying to find the strength to speak, and it's like barely a whisper at first, but eventually I'm able to utter a strained cry of "Help me! Help, please!"
I'll definitely run over to Henri when I hear that.
Okay.
Did he have keys on him?
Make
And
an
if not,
investigation check.
I'll search this desk here for some.
All right.
He had a
I-
circlet, right?
Around his head, yes.
All right, Henri. So Freya would have ran up, and knelt with you.
So, you run over towards Henri, who is on her knees holding her daughter, who is frail. Roll an investigation check, Kaz.
I had an 8.
Eh, not hard. You do find a set of keys.
And the door that we came in that closed behind us, when the power loses, does it open again?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna leave Henri and Freya. I'm gonna just leave Freya to do what they're doing, and while they're doing that, I want to take whatever keys I can find and go to the room just outside of the one that we're in, and see if I can unlock the cells that the other
Oh, easily enough.
the other prisoners would be in, and I'll just tell them, come with me if you want to live. Hey, fucking Terminator.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll, as I do that, I'll change into my my natural form,
Yep.
so that they don't recognize me as the person who tried to buy slaves earlier that day. Unlock all
Come
of them.
with me for
just
more
tell 'em,
misery.
yeah, just say, come with me if you want to
Yeah.
live.
Easy enough. They're hesitant at first, but you coming out and changing the form and hearing the commotion behind you, they begin to slowly move out of their cells.
To complicate things, about probably a minute after Kaz goes out, I'm gonna walk out, but I'm still as a bear.
Okay, just the blood is caked along your mouth, down the maw, and the front of the chest, arms, hands.
And I'll just
Yeah.
look back and go, oh, the Baron's dead. Come on, we gotta go.
Make a persuasion check. Hey, there you go. Yeah.
I'll head out to the prison wing as well, knowing that these portals aren't going to stay linked forever.
On that note, Jason, you do look into that room, and there's books. There's an egg sitting on a table, and a giant axe that hangs above the wall. But there's just walls of books.
What kind of just random text, or these like spell books?
Not sure.
Are they in a special language?
Some of them are. About that time, Kaz, as you're letting all these individuals out of their cages, something pulls at your mind and draws you back into the chamber that you once came from. Towards the room Jason is looking at.
I will sprint there, thinking that I know what is in there.
Okay. The wall is lined with books. Below them are scrolls. And in the center of the room, something that draws to you. An egg.
Is this stranger that I don't know in here assessing all these things too?
Yeah.
Can I try to sneakily put the egg in my pack?
Yeah, you can. 1 second though. Sorry. Okay. It is a gold egg. As you reach out and you touch the egg, the skin burns, and you take 6 points of damage. And on the center of your hand is a circular pattern that instantly scars and turns white. And as it does, the egg splits.
Oh no.
As the egg splits, you hear a high-pitched noise, but you are drawn to it. You take a step forward, and you look down. And as you do, a small gold dragon peers back up at you. You instinctually reach your hand out. The dragon crawls into your hand, coils around, and wraps itself up around your neck.
Kaz, I said I wanted a dragon.
You have to
And
name
they
it
say-
Benny.
No, he's
And
gonna
as you-
name it Ozzy.
As you sit there, and you are just stunned. Just stunned. The mouth touches the back of your neck. And as it does, it draws your vision to the wall. And for a second, all of the books disappear. Except for 2. One of a dark black leather with silver runes and scrollings along the entire book, and it is locked. Doesn't look like it's been opened in millennia. But as you look at it and you look back down at your hand, the scar is the same pattern as the shape of the lock.
Oh shit.
The other book draws to your left attention a book with a giant bear with a bloody maw inscribed across the front of this almost bark-looking book, and it draws your attention. You grab both books, shove them into your pack.
Okay. I'll start to leave the room and I'll just look at the stranger that I don't know their name and I'll say you can have the rest.
Wasn't there a great axe in the room?
So above, on top of the wall, and I have to have Frosty take a look at this and even this out for me, but there's a giant one-sided axe, blue-hued in color, with a giant sapphire gem embedded right at the head of the axe, wrapped in some kind of leather.
I don't think anyone's grabbing it, to be honest.
Up to you. Oh, and by the way,
I didn't see it.
the wall, the axe up on the top, the wall was lined with magical scrolls. You do hear footsteps and alarms being sounded upstairs.
I guess I should just not inspect the scrolls, just do a whatever that show used to be called, where you
Just down the way.
in the grocery store, just grab
Shopping
the
spree.
top row.
Shot till you drop.
Shopping spree.
Something like that.
Yeah. Just
Up till you drop.
grab whatever I get with this motion, and then I'll come back up, and I'll start drawing a teleportation circle around the folks here.
Okay.
I started leading the prisoners back upstairs, so
Yeah, I'm heading towards the guest bedroom.
Okay. So Kaz, as you get down and you start to like do the teleportation circle, you stop and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you watch as they're like leading them up the stairs, like quickly, like in a march.
yeah, I'm leading the way.
Yeah.
And if any guard tries to do anything, they're getting mauled.
I would say there's a couple you run into, but because of how beefy you are and they're just guards, you destroy.
I'm in my bear form.
Your
Yeah,
blood soaked fur.
You and Jaden, the guards are just absolutely obliterated. Like, you smear them. If somebody were to come in after you guys, they are just a mess along the entire wall the whole way down.
Okay. If we're not gonna teleport out of this town, can I take the clothes of the Baron?
Yeah?
I guess they probably would have been destroyed.
I'm gonna say they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, there's
You'll need a
no
good
way.
tailor.
There's not a lot you. I mean, the pants maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of
You wear the pants now.
yeah, but there's a lot of number 1 and a lot of number 2 in them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if we're not gonna leave, I don't necessarily know if we want to like just roam freely around this building. I guess I'll ask Andre and Freya, do we need to teleport out of town, or can we take her back to where we're staying? And
I don't think it's safe for us to walk around with a very unwell moon elf that doesn't have the ability to hide herself.
Is she breathing?
barely.
Have my cure wounds spells had any effect, seemingly?
Something seems off. Something seems very wrong. Something that goes beyond just normal healing.
I have to get her back.
Can
I have to go back.
Can I cast Detect Magic just to see if there isn't something strange around her, or?
Yeah.
Well, oh.
So, you notice, now that you've removed her from the tank and pulled all the cubes out, spread throughout her body, down the forearms, down the torso, in the neck, and down the legs, are small shards of what looks to be the lodestone, or pieces of the lodestone. Almost like they were using pieces and bits of artificial lodestone. As you pull one of the pieces out, it's the same hue and color as that gem that was embedded within the mechanical machine.
And we weren't able to pry that stone free.
Almost like they were doing it to enhance her abilities, to provide more blood or something to fuel this machine and whatever else they were doing down here.
And again, we weren't able to pry that stone free from the machine?
No. Cass tried and didn't get very far.
Jaden tried.
What's that?
Jaden tried.
Nope.
Not that
Yeah.
one.
Wait.
Not the one in the machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
I don't know what to do, but maybe Elena would know what to do.
The breathing is shallow and ragged.
Should we try and take her back to Jupiter? Kaz, are you able to get us that far?
Yeah. I'll run up the hall to Morn and just yell for Morn and Jaden to come back.
How do the prisoners react to that?
To you absolutely mauling everything down the hallway?
No, to leading them up into the like upstairs, but then just kind of turning around to let them, kind of to
They're-
abandon them.
They're freaking out.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of look at Kaz and look at the prisoners, and you'll see the bear head go back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, they are straight panicking. They do not want to go back down that stairwell.
I'll tell them the exit is here. We're all leaving together. With me, all leaving at once. Don't leave without us.
And
The
I'll
guards
do a
will
big
find you,
I'll-
and they will kill you.
I'll do a big nod, and then I'm gonna kind of walk around the prisoners and try and corral them back into the.
Try to sheepdog them.
And if anyone doesn't, I'll roar at them.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Oh boy.
Jaden, you would also know that if they're doing this, Sheena is still on the other side of that mirror, waiting.
Oh yeah, I know.
I
I haven't changed my course of direction.
Okay.
24 on intimidation.
Oh yeah. One or two of them that look a little stronger than the others that might have fared well. They look like to be like wood elves, which you wouldn't know. Get a little feral and begin to kind of push back, and you give them kind of a low growl, basically turn the fuck around. And they step in line pretty quick. But you guys watch as Jaden continues to walk.
I probably wouldn't be worrying about Jaden. I'd be worrying about the prisoners and probably leading them back down.
Okay.
Realizing Kaz has something cooked up.
Yeah, you do see Jaden continue walking down the hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let him go. Yeah. I'm gonna let him. I mean, I feel like we just have to get everyone out.
Yeah, I mean that's fair game.
We can get a message out and meet up with them at some point.
Yeah, meeting back up's not so much a concern. It's
Yeah.
making sure that we do the right
Where are
thing.
you? Okay. Never mind. Where are you making the teleportation circle?
Kind of where Honor and Freya are.
Okay. So it takes about 10 minutes. The alarms are being sounded, and guards are starting to rush in from all directions. So you guys make your way downstairs and begin to cast the teleportation circle. Jaden, you do make it to the mirror and bamf out.
Yeah.
You're greeted by Sheena, who looks very worried, and you look really fucked up. So she's even more worried. But the 10 minutes go by. Jason, you watch.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Jason, you watch as they begin to inscribe this circle, which you kind of recognize. Are you going with them?
I was gonna say, before you said that, I was gonna extend to him that we're all going to a safe place. And he's
As
welcome
long
to
as
join.
we never come back here ever
Ye-
again.
You don't have to ever come back here again if you don't want to.
I will follow.
The 10 minutes goes by.
Is this door open?
Which one?
How open is this door?
Morn, you're trying real hard. Kaz, damn it, you didn't tell me about the fucking axe.
Yeah, it's open.
Do I see the axe?
It's very open. You can see the axe from where you're standing.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna go in and bite it like dog bone style.
'Kay.
And I'll come back and there'll just be a big axe in my mouth.
Yeah,
as
it's
I
a
approach.
giant axe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there.
I guess bears have big hands, but I guess they don't really have thumbs, so that makes sense.
And just kind of I just hit it until it falls into the ground, and then I'll bite it.
I'll
That'll
just
be in my
walk
mouth
over
then.
and be like, "Do you want me to hold this for you?"
All right.
Martin shakes his head.
The teleportation circle goes off. Where are you teleporting to?
Jupiter.
You arrive in Elena's tower. Jaden, you have made your way out of the castle. You are greeted by Sheena. What are you doing?
Sort of. Yeah.
Oh, it's dying.
Dying.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
He's got 4 hit points.
Yeah.
He's got a half a lung hanging out.
Wasn't exactly a stealthy operation. The entire castle is up in arms. We probably need to either leave the city or get to somewhere where they'll never find us.
She gives you a huge kiss. I've already rigged up something fun. Let's go. Now.
Right.
As you teleport out, and you guys aren't there to see it, but Jaden, you get about... you get almost to the Colosseum. And as you do, she looks over and smiles, a big smile. And the entire castle erupts in flames and just explosions. And the whole middle center of town is on fire.
So she did that before knowing that we were out safely?
I'm assuming she asked Jaden.
Jaden wouldn't have technically known. He didn't know that they were being
I never
wrapped up
saw
either.
them starting the teleportation circle. I was still
Yeah,
upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, she
That's
had a
fine
certain
though.
she had a
Just blow
certain
'em up.
mission that had to be completed. So
Oh
The-
well, I didn't realize you did that.
I have something to tell you.
Go ahead.
I kind of work for a little bit of an organization. Let's go to Jupiter, and I'll tell you more.
I've heard whisperings of it. Very well.
First and foremost, let's fix you up. You look like you got your ass kicked.
A little bit.
Just the left cheek, not the right cheek.
Half the face is hanging off. Just a little bit. You guys make your way to the outskirts of town, and not a huge run, but you take off at a pretty decent speed. It is like 3 or 4 a.m. So it is dark.
Yeah.
And you guys take off. You land in Jupiter, in Elena's castle, and then immediately are greeted by Elena, who is like in her pajamas, like she has flames erupting from her hands, and she is ready to fight. As you guys come in and just slot in. What is it with you guys?
Help.
And bringing what?
Help!
Okay,
Please.
and she
She's in
immediately
danger.
like drags her away from you and like starts like calling in individuals, and they take her off into another room.
I'll revert for him.
I'm going wherever Markel goes.
You are actually locked out of the room as she looks at you with worry and looks at your daughter with worry and can tell the emotional stress from you, and yeah, wants to work alone. Basically gives you a look of, I will handle this. And she looks up and, call your husband. Get him here, and I will do what I need to do. Please. I promise. It will be fine.
I'll hug her.
Yes. Now go. And she takes her into another room, and you hear chanting, like she's casting something or doing something. So
I will immediately cast. Or go like. Is there like an exterior like balcony or anything, or would I have to go down to the bottom of the tower?
you have to go all the way to the bottom. Her tower is really weird, but you do know she has a sending stone in the castle.
Okay, well I'll go to that then.
Okay. I'm assuming you're sending a message to your husband.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You send the message off. You don't get anything back. You just kind of get like a oh no, like you assume he's like waking up fast, and that's all he could muster. And you assume he's running this way.
Mhm.
Before we end this session, two things, Kaz. As you look at the books, one of them, the one with the scar, the Appendium Dracorum Royalities. The other, bark-looking book, is the Urag. The Urag, the... Oh, crap. I forgot what. Dionia. Uridar. And on that note, we'll end our session.
Whew.
Oh my fucking god.
As Jason, you look up into a beautiful and gorgeous landscape. That is Jupiter.
Seeing Kaz and kind of looking up in a book on Raider Sector with a start, I'd probably go up to Freya and just ask, want to go get a drink?
I thought you would never ask. I'm gonna also, when he says that, look to hopefully our new friend, Jason, and be like, well, since you're new to Jupiter, we could treat you to a drink if you'd like.
I would like that. Thank you. Thank you
Alright.
for saving me.
Our pleasure. Thank you for helping us.
And on that note, we'll end this session and start again next week. Thank you all for coming.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
2
you.
weeks. 2 weeks of build up.
Thanks
And
for tuning in to my emotional turmoil.
We're coming to the end of Henri's arc.
We got more kale. So exciting.
You burned fucking McKill to the ground.
Fuck that place. Who gives a shit?
I mean, technically, we didn't do shit. We just killed a Baron. I mean, Morn killed the Baron. I mean, he did what we all would have done, so
You
it's...
fucking mauled a Baron.
I mean, if he didn't, I was gonna be popping arrows and it's probably into him like he was a pincushion.
If it weren't for the dire situation of Mark Hill, Henri would have gladly dealt the final blow, but she's
I feel
more
like that's
important.
I feel like it's a pretty fitting end to the somebody who collects people's bodies and certain. If you would have gone in there even further into that room, he had elves mounted like stuffed taxidermy style. Elves,
Ooh.
gnomes, dragonborn, lizard folk, like you
Yeah.
name it.
Maybe not.
Morn
Maybe
felt-
maybe better that we didn't see that.
Yeah.
Marn felt remorse for killing Alyssa. He didn't feel anything clawing the Baron to pieces. So
Yeah, I was debating like, hey, while I'm holding him here, should I just get a dagger and cut his throat?
No.
And I was like, maybe I'll let Andre weigh in on what we should do. And then Morn was like,
Nope.
I want to
Her-
maul him as a bear, and I was like,
Her way in would have been to cut his arm off, then his other arm, then his leg, then his other leg, then his dick, and then glowed over him before she cut his head off. So.
Yeah, a mauling, a good mauling.
Oh,
Suffrage
yeah.
was perfect.
No.
for him.
Actually, she would have gone
Okay.
toes, fingers, hands, feet, knee, like
Awful.
leg below the knee,
Yeah.
arm below the elbow. Like
I think you would
every
take it
joint.
take it a step further and just do one finger at a time, one toe at a
Mhm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to the stream, Mike.
This is what happens. This Baron, though. I mean, this has been a long time coming.
He's not even the worst, and you
I
guys know
know.
that.
But he had Henri's daughter, and he was doing experimentations. He had it coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the
So-
excitement. All right, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching and tuning in. We will be back next week, 8:30 Central, to continue the
We're
bloodshed.
going to be trying to start earlier, like 8:15ish, just because
Yeah.
you get through a lot more information. So
Yeah. Ooh, we made a 4-hour stream. Dang, peeps. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. See you next week.
Yeah.
Ciao.
later.
Later on, mother.